involved. Like little things like that just upset me, bro. You get me? Because we always talk about a better plan. You get me? As you hear us all the time, we barling about blueprint. You get me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gangalini vibes. Come on.
We're live.
Big up.
Press that like button.
Press that like on your way in.
Wipe them feet, people.
On your way in.
Press that like button.
Press that like on your way in.
Hold on.
Wipe them feet, people.
Who's doing that?
Press that like on your way
It's not going to work.
Wipe them feet, people.
Yeah, I think body bag and bring the body bags as well. There's a couple at the door. You get me? Right?
Yeah.
Just bring in a body bag.
I heard it's the NASA today. The NASA Thursday. Jeez.
Get me? I've got
Right, who are gonna get duppy today? Who's duppy today?
I thought it was good. Hey, bigger. I ain't gonna lie, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. If the live didn't cut, yeah, I thought it was gonna be you.
Nah,
It seemed like it was going that way. It seemed like it was going that way,
Never
fam.
be. Nah, be. Never be.
Hey, yo, Beefy, why haven't I got a spanner, you know?
Ever you go on?
No, you haven't given me one, Bled. Like, I'm the only person, you know what, you lot all pagans, yeah? The only person that's ever gave me a spanner is Jedi. The rest of you are like, I don't know if it's a good idea, you know?
Jed's a fool. Jedi didn't give me no spanner, making people block me on there.
Ah, Rich. Poor you.
Liberties, yeah.
When I go live stream, man,
Liberties.
you'll get a spanner, man. All of you get a spanner, man. Mod gang. You know?
Yeah, that's what I would do. When I'm going to start my channel, I'm going to give bare people spanners, but only family. Only the family are going to get spanners. The rest of them, you'll have to earn that.
You don't want to give a troll a spanner.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm only going to do the family, so it'd be like Jedi, Maku, Respect, Sosa. Do you know what I'm saying? It'd be all them, the Regs, Shani. Maybe Fiona. I need to get to know her a little bit more. Yeah, me.
Yeah, fuck you and your fucking spanner, innit, Reebok? Fuck you, innit?
Fuck you, brother. Fuck you. Bro, you don't even contribute too tough anymore, Bled. You're always you're always busy. You're there, but you're not there, if that makes sense.
No, man's like a human mod. A human spanner.
I don't contribute unless I need to.
He's a human spanner. You get me?
So you're just taking space up on the panel for other people that go on there. Let's see. Selfish.
Well, do you know what?
It's bigger in, yeah?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, biggest and Buddha's here.
Yeah, I'm here, man.
How big is there? Yeah, big is there. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
No, but I think Buddha. Are you into what do you think? Black Betterment or
Yeah, but there's not. Wait. Pause. That before you say that, yeah, because there's not in my mind. Yeah, there's not a Black Betterment or Black Liberation. In my mind, it's a Black Betterment that leads to Black Liberation.
Yeah,
it's a step one to the other.
Okay, bigger.
Yes,
Question. Bigger.
That's
I want
for
to
you.
ask a couple of questions, yeah? So you need to go come with me, yeah? You on this little journey with me, yeah? First of all, do you all recognize there's a global system in place to keep people down?
Yeah.
Yeah? And global system, would you agree it includes money, education, health?
Yeah. Religion.
Yeah. Okay, now
entertainment.
If you're talking about liberation and you want to start doing Black Betterment, are you reinforcing the system you're trying to go against?
How you say again?
If you start using money, try making money, making money using the banks, using the system, are you reinforcing the oppressors?
Are you reinforcing them? Yeah, but if not, if you're not gonna, what route are you gonna take if you can't? But what? Just not doing nothing at all?
Yeah, non-participation. What's wrong with that?
All right, one second. I'm gonna go on mute. Yeah, but explain what you mean.
That's why I said non-participation. If all of us decide not to participate in their bullshit, what can they do?
So, Beefy, let me ask you. Let me try and jump in there.
Yeah, go on.
So non-participation.
Yeah, wait. Hold on a sec. Beefy, what? So when you say non-participation, like what does that mean in it? Because if you're living in a place that's controlled, like you're saying, the system is global. It's not just here in it. It's in Africa. It's in Jamaica. It's in Australia. It's in Japan.
That means,
you know what I'm saying?
You know what that means? It means jump out of your van or your car and walk home. That's
okay, but
non-compliant.
Non-compliant.
Don't watch TV. Go and buy some fresh fruit from the farm. Eat that way, and don't buy no junk food. Don't ring up Just Eat. Non-compliance, isn't it?
Non-compliance, but non-compliance. You just complied with one part though, because you said go and buy some fruit from the farm.
Well, that's still trade. I mean, what are we gonna do?
So what are you gonna? Where are you gonna buy the food from the farm?
Okay, bigger. You told me economics.
I want liberation. Yeah.
One second. What would happen to the British economy if no one went to work today for 1 whole month? What would happen?
If that means everyone needs to be on board.
I'm just asking though. Okay, what will happen?
Yeah, it would definitely affect it a lot.
A lot. Yeah, collapse. You think?
Yeah, affect it a lot. Yeah, well, it definitely caused major damage. Hopefully, it would collapse.
So that's exactly what I'm talking about. So now the next thing now is getting the mindset of the people together so they can do this thing.
Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to say. Like, obviously, this is what I'm trying to bridge the gap between, because I feel like both teams are trying to get to the same place, innit?
No, I don't think so.
Really, wait, hold on a sec. Let me finish explaining, bro. Let me finish explaining. I feel like, in my head, both people are trying to get to the same place where ultimately people are in control of their own destiny, innit? And their own freedom, innit? Like, so, but everyone's trying to take different routes there. So I'm trying to see, right, how can we combine or make the routes, together to make this liberation actually come true. So it's just not a dream. What's the actual route can we take to get there, innit? And I feel like obviously
for some of us, black women is the route we have to take. We just want freedom, innit? We don't want to reinforce the oppressor. But for some people, they want betterment, they want to be good in the system, get comfortable, make money, so they can buy weapons, whatever. To me, that don't work. So, but you're free to do that, though. So, but for me, that's where you waste your time. Just reinforcing the oppressor.
I think the betterment aspect of it tries to make you on an even standing. You got what I'm saying? Like, have your own corporation, have your own branding, have your own thing, but it's still within the economic system of where you live. You got what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I always ask people, what happened to Black Wall Street?
Yeah, but what happened to Black Wall Street meant that obviously if imagine if Black Wall Street had a black army protecting Black Wall Street.
Who's gonna give you that? So you think the system is gonna give you guns?
The system, obviously not. The system's not just. It's not made to facilitate freedom, is it? So that's what I'm trying to say. Like I'm trying to see what steps are the liberators. Obviously, it's not really something man's really supposed to try to discuss live on air, innit? Yeah, the actual steps man's trying to take to get free, innit? Because that's kind of dumb.
I'll tell you an easy one. Just leave. That's all we gotta do, man. Just leave.
Man, but that's simple, bro.
Wait. Just leave to where?
Big up Marcus Garvey. Just leave, fam. Any way you can, and it's easier now because you can.
But if the system's global, where are we gonna move to?
Bro, you can move to anywhere you want to.
Where though? Where's anywhere though? Man saying anywhere. Man,
can you not buy a one-way ticket?
To where?
Where they want?
Can you not buy a one-way
ticket? He's saying
anywhere though. Man saying anywhere.
Listen.
Man just saying anywhere, bro. Man can't
he's
say
saying
anywhere.
no matter where you go, because you man are just looking at the British system. But what he's basically saying, fam, is that no matter where we go, the system is global. So again, we could keep on saying we have to go back to Africa and go back here under the fam, unless we're going over there, to take out the coon leaders in head office, take out the Chinese man that are trying to plant their flag there, fam. What are we doing, bro? You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, the system is global.
China, man, the politicians and the system was all one thing, bro.
I know. So it's global because you might just saying, oh, just you could just leave. You know, just leave. But even when you leave, the system is the system.
You already sounding like you don't want to leave.
Who, me?
That's the whole point. Like,
no, I am saying, listen, bro. I am saying.
One second.
Bigger, listen. Bigger, I'm just saying what Bigger says, because obviously, listen, fam, just listen. Obviously, I understand where he's coming from when he says, okay, we could just leave, but it's a global system, not just an English westernized system. The system is at one in it. So he's saying basically, if we leave, we're still in the system.
No, but remember, a lot of things are based on culture, remember. So wherever you go to, the culture is what's dominant, and the way of life, might be more simplified. Like, it might be more of a relaxed environment where you only have to be concerned about what you're gonna eat, a roof over your head. You know what I'm saying?
But in the big scheme of things, we're still in the system.
I was gonna say, Rich, Maku, that is making a comfortable place in the jail. Is that making a comfortable place in the jail, or leaving the system? That's what I'm trying to say, bro.
One second.
Because one at a time, please,
my thing is, that look, if you leave from like England, right, and you go to Nigeria, right, it's a European-based system in the government structure, right? But how you live communally and culturally and in whatever region you come from is very much dependent on the culture there. You get what I'm saying? It's not about political everywhere. You get what I'm saying? That's not necessarily true. The second thing is, hold on,
sorry.
The second thing is repatriation. You get what I'm saying? If you're repatriating, a man will give you to whatever country in Africa, a patch of land. That means you're in your own space. You own that piece of land, and you can do whatever you want on there. Whatever's going on in the bigger political environment, well, we're going to have to leave that to the Most High, because it's not so influential as you think in the European, like the European system placed in our country. We've still always been trying to fight against it, but we've always had a great footing to stand on because we've always had culture. You understand? And we gave them this idea of government system, order of king and elders, and you get what I'm saying, and scholars and universities, and these are things that are not unfamiliar to Africans. So as I always say, wherever you go on the planet, at least you can get away from this capitalist system, which is more harsh. This is high pressure, high depression, high stress society that we live in. If you go to Spain or you go to somewhere else in Europe, you know that you can live a more rural.
So then you just answer the question. Then you just answer the question that basically it's not about being free. It's just about living a more comfortable life on the plantation.
No, it's not necessarily a plantation. Remember, they might claim title to the place, but they can't be there 100%. You know this. You know what I'm saying? They haven't got troops in every country that they colonize. That's a madness. You know what I'm saying? People still gonna get on with their village life or whatever's going on, bro. You know what I'm saying? So my point is like the stigmas we attach to even our own continent, you know what I'm saying, are from the European. They are not from our own personal experiences. Us who have been there a few times or even been to the Caribbean, been to the Americas, can actually attest to the kind of lifestyle you have aside from the government system. You know what I'm saying? Even though you know you're in a matrix, more if you're in America than when you're in Africa.
Hey, Maku, let me talk about in Jamaican terms then, See, Jamaica is supposed to be so-called free land, but it's not. It's part of the Commonwealth still.
Cool.
The head of Jamaica is the Queen's the head of Jamaica still.
Cool.
You get me? The governing body of Jamaica. Right. So although there's all black judges, all black jailers, all black businesses, and black everywhere, they're still in the system and under the thumb. Right. Do you know what I'm saying? That they still, whatever happens, anytime there's going to be a politician, yeah, that is for the people, that are going to try to liberate the people and make the people start to do business with the other islands and better the place, yeah, they lick them down and they put someone else in, yeah. So that's what I'm trying to say, brother. If we want to actually liberate ourselves and free ourselves from the system, we actually need to be paying attention to what the system does. I can't see how we're going to stop a system that we don't even know. How can we stop something that we don't know what it does and how it works?
All right.
I don't
Let
get
me
that.
give you an example. My business partner, yeah, has been for the last 5 years building his house in Jamaica with his mum. You get what I'm saying? Now he knows the system of England very well. You get what I'm saying? And he's getting to know the system of Jamaica. And he's still content enough to build his house. You get what I'm saying? And know that where that part of Jamaica where he lives is not governed by the government and all of that.
Of course it is. You still have to pay land tax. What are you talking about?
Once you bought your land, though, is it not yours?
No, you still have to pay land tax.
Bro, listen.
It's not yours, bro.
It's not yours? In the end, remember the Queen owns Jamaica. That she owns the whole place.
You're mad, fam. You have to pay land tax.
It's still owned by the Queen.
Anyway, that's not the point. The point is that he feels that the system in Jamaica is not as detrimental as it is in England for a man to go there when he decides to retire and do whatever he wants in Jamaica.
Of course not. But that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
That freedom or just
comfortable house, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, remember you man was saying that, you man don't want the comfortable cell. You man want total freedom, and that's what I'm saying, bruv. I actually want that as well. You know, I'm not saying that I want the comfortable cell. I'm saying I want us to have control of our own destiny as well. But I feel like we're trying to take, and it will take loads of different routes to get there. But I do definitely feel like one of the routes that we will need to take is understanding the system that we're in. Without having no understanding of the system, I can't see how we're even going to beat anything that's going to be more complicated than what we're thinking of now. Imagine how complicated this thing is, yeah? If it's got religion, entertainment, news, weather, farming, business, it's got everything locked under its thumb already.
Okay, bigger.
So have we. Hold on one second. Hold on, no. I'm not gonna have man undermine our achievements as Africans.
Yeah, I know that. I'm not saying that Africans never achieved nothing. I would never say that Africans never achieved nothing, and don't ever put that in my mouth, bro. Because that's not what I said. That is not what I said. I said who's in control of the businesses now. I'm talking about right now and today. Yeah, who's in power right now?
In our countries.
In our countries, behind the scenes.
Our people.
Fam, stop acting like the white man don't want Africa.
No way.
He wants
Africa. I'll tell you for now. Jamaicans ain't in power in Jamaica. The Queen owns Jamaica.
And the Africans ain't in power in Africa.
Any rule that the Queen wants to implement in Jamaica, can get implemented.
Right. Okay.
So Jamaicans ain't in power in Jamaica.
I understand that. Definitely. I understand that.
That's what I'm trying to say, bro. And obviously, if we've not got anyone licking down, if we've not got anyone that can actually stop that, who's saying, all right, we need to cut them ties now and be us for us. How are we ever going to get free? I don't see that. I don't understand that.
Mac, one second. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Before we carry on, I keep asking people, telling you, what does betterment mean? What is liberation? So I want to break down betterment. The improvement of something. So betterment is not freedom for me. So betterment, they believe that what they were doing was vital for betterment of society, synonymous with improvement, advancement, and change for the better, furtherance, upgrading, enhancement. Now let's check what liberation means. The act of liberating instead of being liberated. The act of gaining equal rights of full social and economic opportunities for a particular group.
But that's what the ethos of the Black Betterment people gain.
Hey, listen, what betterment is.
Yeah, but wait, Beefy. Let me just finish explaining, Beefy, brother. Like, come on, man, we're family in it, man. We don't want to shout at each other. We're gonna get excited and talking it when we're talking, but we're family still, yeah. So the Black Betterment people do want what the definition of liberate, as in my eyes, I can't speak for everyone, but the way that I've seen people in black betterment trying to move here is that they do want the black people to have their own freedom, liberation, and economic control of their own destiny.
No,
so I do. That is actually what I can't really see a black betterment person who just wants to be a happy slave. That's not a black betterment person. That's, for me, that's like a happy slave. That's like someone that's just happy in their job, but there's no, they're still looked down upon. They've got no respect in their community. They're still treated badly by their neighbors and by whoever. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not, who wants that? I don't know anyone that wants to live like that. Even my enemy, I don't think would want to live like that. So, yeah, I don't know these people that are looking for that. I know people that actually want to control their destiny. Like, that's why like you, man. You man don't want to live like that. That's what I'm trying to say, bruv. Like, you man don't want to live like that. I'm standing here with you, man, you know.
My point is, I've got a plan. My plan is a form of escape route, or you got to an exit strategy. That's the word.
Yeah.
So my point is, am I not following the blueprint of Marcus Garvey?
Yeah, you are.
Right. So this is my point. Like my point is, like, no one is being real. Like, the people who claim to follow Marcus Garvey and they're not doing that. They're doing black betterment. It don't make no sense, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No, but they are doing that though, because them man still work for themselves and have their own businesses, but it's still in the system, innit? Like you like, obviously I don't want to talk about my situation, yeah, but you got your own business, yeah, but you still pay taxes in the system, innit? Like, but it's your business and you run it how you want and you set the rules and rah, but you still got to pay your taxes and so and so. If not, then it's not, your business is going to be shut down. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's, yeah, bruv. You get me? Like, I swear down, bruv. The man them are singing, trying to aim for the same thing, yeah, but just singing from different hymn sheets.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. That's not freedom again.
There's a big difference, bigger.
Yeah, but that's not what the man them want. The man them don't want to just pay taxes to the government and all that, though.
Bigger. Why they use the word betterment? Why do they say want liberation? Why do they keep saying betterment? That's
I don't know why. Do you know what? Yeah, tell the truth. Yeah, if before, sorry, hold on a sec. Yeah, but before it wasn't. It did used to be liberation. I swear down. Oh, before, when I first heard about any of the black freedom fighters or whatever, they was all liberation movements. It wasn't betterment. This betterment is a new word that's just come up in the last year and a half or whatever. This is recent.
They're using it for a reason, but they want betterment. They want liberation. They want betterment. That's what they're saying.
They want better economic standing within.
Or want more money. Want better schools. Want better.
Yeah, within the system.
I want better schools and better education for our children and so. But I want us to be. Wait. Let me finish. But I still want us to be in control of the rules that we're setting and all that as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so I want us to be in control of the system that's governing.
I want that. I want that in Jamaica. I want that in Africa. That's where I want it. I don't want it in England. It don't make no sense. I don't want it in England.
I'm not trying to overtake England like that though. Myself, I don't feel like the black betterment people are trying to do that either.
Oh, come on,
no, they're not. No, they're not. They're not trying to take over England. They're trying to make this. They're trying to better places like Jamaica and the Caribbean and the whole of Africa and the diaspora.
That's not true. That's
not true, bigger. Sorry, I don't agree with you there.
So they want to take over England, or they want to build businesses in England that can fund businesses in Africa.
They want betterment in England.
To fund betterment in Jamaica.
No.
And to fund betterment in Africa.
Going there, they're not even going there. Where's that in the plan? Not in the blueprint.
Come on, that's the Garvey blueprint, bro.
That's the Garvey blueprint, but man ain't saying Garvey. Man is saying
who? Who's not saying Garvey? Hold on, sorry. I need to go on mute for a sec. Hey, Rich, I'll tag you in for a sec, yeah? So I need to go on mute for a bit, yeah? Hey, Richard, come in, my youth. Come in.
No, for me, yeah. It's simple, yeah. it's what I keep telling people, yeah. When someone tells me they're doing betterment, I'm gonna say you're doing liberation. Fuck, bro, you can't impose your view on other people. If someone's saying they're doing betterment, they're doing betterment. Good luck to them. Isn't it? That's what I say. Right. But I'm doing betterment. I say, no, you're doing liberation. I'm doing betterment. No, you're doing liberation. I ain't gonna have those arguments no more, bro. People know what they want. This is 2019. Yeah.
That's why man needs one or two of them in the group to say what they are.
Me, it's simple, bro. You're saying betterment, isn't it? Bro, let me pull up the what betterment means. Betterment is just being better in something. I don't hear, like we're saying, back in the days, everyone talking about liberation. Why is the talk going from liberation to betterment? Why? That's what I'm thinking myself. Why are these people now insisting on betterment? Why is the liberation talk gone dead now? Like you were saying, some people have to take out of an army. They'll shut you down. Like, no, you can't say that. You know what I mean? Even if you say, oh, let's not participate. Oh, what about schools? Schools are shit. They don't teach your kids anything. Fact. Yeah, they're dumbing down your kids. So I don't want education you want them for your kids. Yeah. But in 20 years' time, kids will be so dumb they don't even know what to do.
It's true, they're dumbing them down though.
Yeah. Remember time in the park when the teacher, the high school teacher, he was saying, the uncle, he was saying they teach the kids nonsense in school these days. And I believe it. But most of the kids, when I talk to them, they ain't got no fucking common sense.
Yeah, but the reason why is because they teach these kids to be workers and not bosses.
Yeah. There's no critical thinking.
Yeah.
They don't question anything. Just follow. And if we want more of that, and say that, yeah, let's what we need better of that. So when the white man said they want better education, that's what they're saying. When they want, that's what they mean when they will give each child better education. They're gonna make them better slaves. We're done with that.
So when you say, are you saying that you wouldn't trust betterment people?
No, I won't. I keep saying this, bro. See you later. Bro, if you don't work with me for the solution, you're part of the problem. Simple as that, bro. But like you're saying, you're the one when you break out of prison, they're the one saying, no, don't break out of prison, we're gonna get caught. Oh, what are you gonna do for food? Oh, let's just stay here, but we're gonna feed us 3 meals a day. Fuck that shit. I rather die.
So let me ask you this then. Obviously, they made up before they both passed away and that, yeah, and came together, yeah. And Malcolm X speaks at one of Martin Luther King's speeches at one of his rallies, yeah. But do you think then, because they was on like Malcolm X, I mean King was more like black betterment, trying to get into the system to just be equal and so on so. But Malcolm X was on something different. Was Malcolm X right then not to trust him, not to trust King then?
But then remember, Malcolm X changed his mind, so he became Kumbaya. So
yeah.
Wait, hold on. What the hell did you just say there, Bob?
Malcolm X in the end changed. He became Kumbaya.
Yeah.
Fam, he never came Kumbaya. Stop the nonsense, bro, man. Fam, don't do it to me, bro.
Wait. Saying, can we all just get along? And then Martin Luther saying, can we all just get along? You get what I'm saying?
What?
One, it caused their death. When they were speaking separation, yeah, they were fine.
Malcolm X was always speaking separation, bro. He never changed that.
Changed that. He went to Mecca. He went
Fam, stop it, man. No. Bro,
in the nation of Islam, he became a proper Muslim, yeah?
Fam,
he said, I've changed my ideology. Bro, come on, bro.
Fam, stop that lies, fam. Stop that lies, fam. Like, fam, like, in the game, cuz there's two people, yeah, right? That definitely don't want to lie on to me, cuz it's Khalid Muhammad and Malcolm X, bro, right? And when Malcolm X came, the difference is that before he went to Mecca, he never believed white people could become Muslims and so on, yeah? Right? And when he went and the white girl said to him, oh, what can I do? And he said, well, you can't do nothing. When he went to Mecca, and he saw the different type of white people and different races that was there, it opened up his eyes to understand that, wow, there is some good people out there. But when he came back, he was telling white people, yeah, you can help, but from afar. When we're in our club, it's just going to be black people and just for us. Bruv, don't try to act like he opened the door for everyone, bruv. Allow that, fam, man. I don't like when you man try that shit, cuz. Don't do that, man. Don't do that, man. Don't do that, man.
I never opened the door for everyone. I said it became kumbaya. That's a fact. So take it on.
How did it become kumbaya, bro?
Let me get him. Let me get him. Man ain't taking the piss, bro.
Come. I'm ready for you to, bro.
Man know the story better than you.
Fam, I'm ready for you, Manuel, fam, right now, cuz, you know. Let's go.
Rich, let's talk, then, but you're like a friend. When you don't talk, let's talk, innit?
Relax.
Fuck's sake.
What I'm trying to say, Rich, yeah, is with Martin Luther King, yeah, when he was talking about the first term. What was the first term? What was the first term we used? Not betterment. He never actually preached about betterment.
Liberation.
He preached about liberation, right?
Yeah.
Same with Malcolm X, right?
Yeah.
He preached about liberation. We're not going to deny these things, right? And I'm saying each of them had a change of heart at some point, yeah? And one made a great speech about it. You get me? I had a dream that little white kids and little
that was not, stop that, bro. That was not his last speech.
That's good. No, I had a great speech. I'm saying, yeah, about black betterment. That's black betterment.
No, but listen, you're saying a speech, yeah? You're saying a speech that the white man has put down your throat, fam. Stop it, man.
Come on, now this, bro. Why is it, yeah? Every time there's something what you don't like, it's a white man saying it.
No, because you know why I'm saying this. If you let me finish then, let me finish and say, let me show you why I'm saying that. I'm going to show you why I'm saying that.
I finished though.
All right, go on.
So now our point is that you're telling me that it's all fake white man speech, but it came from the horse's mouth, right?
I didn't say fake white man speech. I'm gonna show you what I meant.
Okay, so I'm not disrespecting his speech. I'm just highlighting.
I'm not disrespecting.
Hold on, I'm highlighting sentences from the speech. I'm making an observation that, from my point of view, that's like black betterment.
Okay, I respect that, fam.
Hold on, you understand it, yeah? So it's not disrespect. Now the same with Malcolm X. Yeah. My brother was about separation. Crackers, this, pigs, all sorts. You get me? Then he went, as I said, on his pilgrimage. It's not only Mecca he went to Nigeria. He got his Nigerian name and all that. Ghana, whatever. You get what I'm saying?
I know.
When he came back, my whole point was he saw, as you said, you actually gave the answer, but it's like you can't take the pill. I don't understand. You get what I'm saying? Like you said, he had a change of heart because obviously going to Mecca will definitely do that to you. You get me? Because you're all classed as Muslim, and color and all that doesn't matter. You get what I'm saying?
You know, 2 days ain't the same. Fam, 2 days is not the same, fam. Man, education will make man change man's heart. More education will make you realize, hold on, what you knew yesterday, you now know something new, and today has made what yesterday was irrelevant. So what I am saying is, it's not that he came, because he never came back, fam, and opened up the door for white people and said, oh, come on in. He said he would no more call the white man the devil, but they have devilish ways. And he said, and listen, and he said he understands now, because obviously they were saying white people can't be Muslims and all these things and all that. So when he went and he realized, hold on, they can. He still never came back here and started talking about, oh, we need to integrate. He never said that.
No, I never said that either. I said, can't we all just get along? That's what I said. That's the statement I made for both of them. You get what I'm saying?
No,
what I'm saying is, hold on. And what I'm saying is, both speeches, is a form of black betterment in the sense of being, finding an equal standing in the society that we're living in. And
I want you to show me. The facts of Malcolm X, speaking about integration and being integrated. That's one. And two, listen. And two, I Had a Dream was not Malcolm X's last speech. That's why I said that is the speech that the white people throw in our faces, so then we can say, oh, don't shoot or don't do nothing, because remember what King said. Remember what King said. But really and truly, his last speech was I feel that I've integrated my people into a burning building. Yeah. And then even in another speech, even after the dream, he starts talking about group economics. So again, fam, don't say they soften up, fam, because if anything, King, he more breathed up because he realized. Listen, let me finish, fam. Let me finish, please. Let me just land. Yeah, King, if anything, he realized. Hold on, this is not working no more. That's why they killed him, because they realized he was waking up now. And then the difference with X was. X felt he was aiming his bullets at the wrong people. So really and truly, he understood that you can be a white Muslim, you can be an Asian Muslim, you can be all these things, because they told him they couldn't be. And then he realized, wow, there's so many people and so many good people, right? But when he came back, he still never ever, and I don't want you to ever put that in his mouth, fam, on him, fam. He never ever came back and started talking about integration, bro.
Okay.
One second. So let's deal with Malcolm X, and we deal with Khalid Muhammad. Elijah Muhammad, his teacher, and then we deal with Fard Muhammad, the European.
Why?
The founder of.
Can I get a little? Give me a little.
Hold on, we're not going to conflate. Yeah, a man had some type of leaning towards Europeans anyway, no matter what was spitting out of his mouth. Because
who?
Why do you do that all the time, Richard, bro?
Because I want to know who.
Just keep listening, innit? Don't say who. Keep his flow.
Malcolm X.
You listen.
Yeah, he's a student of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. You got what I'm saying? And Elijah Muhammad is a student, yeah, of Fuad Muhammad or Ford Muhammad or Ford Muhammad. You understand? Yeah. Some white European. You got what I'm saying? Who founded the whole thing in the first place?
What's that point though?
So my point is, yeah, you're trying to make out, oh yeah, this integration. It was never about integration. I never said that. I said, can't we all just get along? That means, yeah, even though we're in the same.
Who said this, fam?
Yeah,
bro.
Who said that?
I said it, bro. Hold on.
Malcolm teaching integration though. Okay. He was.
What did you say?
Malcolm X. Let me just get a little minute, brother. Yeah. I'm saying Malcolm X, from his speeches, what he was saying was he was trying to get integration, but on a level of an equal playing field. That's what he was coming with, because he's basically saying, whereas before he believed that the white man was created a devil 6,000 years ago, he then said, right, he don't believe in that story. He believes we're all human beings. And it's part of circumstance and governments and all of that kind of thing. So he's basically saying that you lot can help us, but you can't join us from where we are. But his whole...
One second, let me before I go. Rich, one question. I'll let you talk. When Malcolm X came back from Mecca, was he still preaching by any means necessary?
Say that again.
He was.
He was.
One thing he was. I'm saying he was still trying to. His goal was to create an integrationist society, right? Which is what he saw in Mecca, where his version of Islam, he got it from Mecca, but even he said he was still confused, or he didn't know what he really believed in. So
Isa, you can't say integration when he already said this thing of ours that we are creating here, white people cannot join. That is not integration, that is separation. But what he understood is he weren't putting his energy no more into saying that white man's the devil, because he understood that between 10 white men, there will probably be one good one.
Oh, Isa, can I ask a question?
Let me just finish my sentence, then you lot can respond, please.
Yeah, it's relevant. Isa, I want to ask you if Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, in their last couple of speeches, had a sort of change of heart, why were they assassinated? Why were they not assassinated when they were about black liberation?
Okay, I would say the reason the reason they were assassinated was so many different reasons, but one of them you could say is that Martin Luther King, that had, let's say, the masses of black, you could say coons if you like, following him, right? So imagine he's pulling the coons to closer to Malcolm X's position, right? So they know about that position where they're begging to get in. Malcolm X is now saying, instead of having a black nation, we're trying to raise the black man on an equal level playing field, but he's also trying to interfere with the politics, the global politics. He kept talking about if humanity and different governments. Do you get me? He said, remember, he said he's taking this thing to the United Nations, fam. So this is the main point. I'm saying when he went over there, his future vision that humanity can live together in peace. Integration was what he foresaw as a future. So, Rich, I'm saying I agree. What he was saying at that stage was whites can't join. But his future that he was visualizing was an integrationist society according to Sunni Islam he learned in Saudi Arabia.
That's what I'm saying, bro. As black people, we have always been that kind of people, never to try to really separate. We've always just tried to be that person. Even Garvey was preaching that. He was never, even though he was talking separation, he was still saying, let us be over here, you be over there, and we can do business like that. Do you know what I'm saying? We've always looked at life like that. We've never tried to discriminate anyone because of race. But man cannot say, because when he went to Mecca, the big change is that he learned that what he learned from the Nation of Islam was wrong. That was his biggest eye opener because of what they said about the white man. But from, if you even read his autobiography, he shows you from a young kid that he never liked white people.
Hey, Rich, hold on a sec here. Lisa, sorry, hold on a sec, bro. Because I got to go quickly. So Maku, Kalas, graveyard shift, So you want easy place in the jailhouse, with a man them. Easy place in the jailhouse with a man them,
What, with a man them? I told you, if man's going back to their own country and building something and thing, I think that's the best bet.
That's the way. That's the best.
Whether you say it's another jail cell, that's just a matter of opinion. I don't think that's actually based in any fact. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just an opinion, innit? I have mine, you have yours, Garvey has his, and I kind of conform to his. You know.
I just want to say, Beefy, I wanted to comment on the thing of betterment and liberation. For me, the term betterment has come about as a way of tiptoeing. Like when we used to say black upliftment, black empowerment, and black liberation, all these words are fighting words from where we are. Yeah. You get me? But the word betterment is like, well, I don't really want to highlight to the master what my agenda is. You get me? I don't want to make you angry. You get me? When you say empowerment, you're saying I want the power to determine my destiny over what you want. Do you understand? So that's why I go more with empowerment. You get me? But liberation is still.
That's what I was saying to the man then before that. Before this black betterment word is a new word to me. I never really heard of it still, but like. I'm still taking it for the same way that the man then was using the liberation thing. Like I didn't see it as anything.
But to be honest, in the psychology of it, think about it. The whole thing, you know, like
the way you explained it, makes sense. I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying, Isa. The way you explained it made sense, and I didn't look at it from that angle. But when you said that, it did make sense too. So, but that's why I was saying that that wasn't the way that I was looking at it, though. I was just saying the way that I was seeing it was obviously the liberation and whatever in it. Like I thought I was thinking that obviously man was using softer words to be more palatable than it's more, rather than.
But this is the thing. Let me just say this, It could be used as the stealth, meaning you use a kind, softy word, but behind that softy word is power. Yeah. So, for instance, you could say betterment, and behind it is something else. But if betterment and what's behind it and underneath it is still, you know, I still want to be sided next to Massa, basically. You know, kick me out of the barn. Let me live in the back room of the house. Yeah. Do you get? That's kind of. I'm just saying. It's kind of what it seems to be saying in everyone that I see that uses it as a main thing.
So then, Isa, can I ask you a question? Like I asked Beefy in that. Yeah. when a person says it's about black betterment,
I got a bounce still.
What you say?
Everyone, yeah. I'm just saying, big up to everyone, yeah.
Big up,
man.
and then big up.
Peace. Big up Black Spice as well, yeah.
Round up, gang.
Isa, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said to my man, before, certain people said no. Black Spice said no. Beefy said no. I didn't really ask Maku, but Maku can answer if he wants to. If a person says they're about black betterment, can you trust them?
Because the labels, are a bit all over the place right now and undefined in relation to other labels. So, for instance, if somebody says and understands black betterment to be a nicey term where, we just want to be, accepted and we want to be, we want to have a big house, a nice car and leave the struggle, then you're a coon straight away. Right. But I'm saying because the terms are not properly defined in a sense, like they're shape-shifting. Like, for some people, betterment means liberation, empowerment, upliftment. But for me, it don't, because I'm focusing on the actual words, looking at the people, some of them that are using those words as the forefront of their movement or their thing. You get me? And I'm saying, from what I can see, unfortunately, it's not what I would say is the thing. So from that perspective, no. In other words, I can't trust them in this. I'm not saying they're sellouts. What I'm saying is they're not yet up to what I would say is the level where what they should be on. You get me? In other words, they're still kind of like got 1 foot here and 1 foot there on the fence, as you would say, Rich.
Yeah.
My thing is, it's like what my mum told me about trick or treating. You know what I'm saying? We don't beg no. You know what I'm saying? We don't do begging. You know what I'm saying? So I've always carried that principle, even with repatriation and all of these type of things. I thought about it deeply. I thought to myself, yeah. You know what I'm saying? This is a form of begging, car. If a man had to give back something, it'd be the whole country of England. It don't make no sense. So us kind of celebrating and, there's no real action plan. You get me? There's no action plan.
You ain't answered the question, bro.
Yeah, but basically, the idea of betterment, for me, sorry.
No, what's not what the idea is. I said, can you trust someone that says they're about black and betterment? That's it.
No,
that's what they're about.
I cannot. No, I cannot. 100% I cannot. Because
but you got to be fair though, innit? The definition in it, because the words we're using, there's some people that say that because it's the common word, innit? Yeah. But they mean liberation. You get me? So we have to say, well, if they mean by this word, they want to be cooning, then obviously not.
I wouldn't want 100% trust until I see their intentions or I maybe know the person personally. Other than that, bro, I'm not really It just doesn't even sound right to me.
Yeah. It's interesting to come up, because to be honest, I've been thinking about it for a while, and I wanted to take certain people to task on it and bring it up and say, this word does kind of seem like a softy approach to a real powerful disease. You get me? So that ain't happening, you know what I mean? It's like we're just taking licks. It's kind of like the "we shall overcome" march thing. You get me?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm not really feeling that, bro.
Yeah. We don't want to overcome. We just want to. You get me? Defeat, man. We shall overcome. No, we won't overcome. We will defeat, man. You get me?
Yeah. Hey, that's what most people are singing, fam. We will overcome.
Yeah. From the comfort of their armchair.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is the luxuries. As I said, we're all beneficiaries of this thing. You know what I'm saying? We are all compliant, whether we like it or not. The fact that we're sitting there on the internet, the fact that, men are driving up and down, we're in the thing, like everybody, if we really wanted to stop this system, we have to stop what we're doing. You get what I'm saying? And no one's willing to do that 100%. So it's very difficult. So the best thing for me, I'll say, is a slow strategy of retreat. You get what I'm saying? Just we leave the thing. You get what I'm saying? It's going to be very difficult because this economic system is like heroin. You get me? You're addicted. We're naturally addicted. You know what I'm saying? We're so spoiled now. You know what I mean? It's not our fault, but it shows you like compliance in something that you weren't necessarily, you know what I mean? You were just given these things. You know what I mean? Oh, drive this, use that, blah, blah, blah. We didn't even know where the source came from. And then we started to learn, the microchip, man need tin ore that they get from Congo. And many brothers are going to die for that. In 150 degree mines and all of them type of stuff, where men are flying in open patches in the middle of Congo to come and collect. You get me? For Bill Gates and that. You get what I'm saying? So we got to look at things like realistically, like how things are going on out here. It's mad. You get what I'm saying? So
let me ask you this one then. Yeah, what did my man say? He said, Beefy said, was it Beefy or you, Maku? That said Malcolm X and that turned what? What did he say? He turned soft. What did you say?
No, I didn't say it was soft. I said that once they came with the philosophy of can't we all just get along? That's when I got assassinated for me.
So let me get this right, yeah. Let me get this right, because I've realized it. This is what I've realized, yeah. Is that no matter what like elders we talk about, yeah, from back in the days, yeah, you man kind of have always a little dig, yeah. Who the fuck do you not respect then?
We respect all of them. What do you mean?
Huh?
I told you I'm rolling on a principle of Garvey. Don't mean that every single aspect of Garvey's life I must take on board. That'd be retarded.
No, of course not. Of course not. I didn't say that, but
same with Malcolm. Hold on 1 second. Same with Malcolm. Same with Martin. Same with Nkrumah. Same with, you get me, Fela Kuti or whoever. You get what I'm saying? So that's how you make a person. That's how you fashion a smooth stone, by learning of all these elders and blah blah blah, and coming with a correct plan for moving forward while you're moving forward.
Yeah, of course.
Stagnant. You cannot be stagnant, standing still, wondering about what they did and how they did it. No, that's not what we're doing. But we're gonna acknowledge where there were flaws and things and paths that we would not take that our elders took. So we know that all that nicey talking about, oh, can't we all just get along? Every man better duck for cover. Like as I'm saying it, I'm ducking. Trust me.
So what mistake, yeah? What mistake, yeah?
Yeah.
Did I know a mistake King have there, but what mistake did Malcolm X make?
I think that same ideology that look, we can be separate, but we can be together. We can all just get along.
But check it though. That's why it's mad though, fam, because the last time, yeah, you lot said that Marcus Garvey, yeah, it was like he was working for the enemy because he was trying to take all the black people out of America, where who told him that all black people are from Africa, yeah. But now you've got issue that a black man has said like, raw, like we're not leaving America, we're gonna be here on the same playing field, but we're gonna be across the table, and you had a problem with that.
It's the observation, bro.
But the observation, even when you went to
1 second. It's the observation about events that took place. So we're saying, how did our uncles, how did our elders who were trying to free our minds and free our bodies and whatever, on this journey, get assassinated? Was it at the point where they were talking about separation? No. Was it at the point where they were talking about unity and just getting along and, you know? Yes. So that's a clear observation. I'm not going to knock them. I'm just going to make obvious observation. I don't know why people don't do CSI with this thing, because that's how you're going to move forward from the examples of our elders, like, you know, the mistakes or whatever. You get me?
But they got assassinated. After they realized that King, because remember Malcolm X and King, Malcolm X used to always diss King, and then before Malcolm X got assassinated, he connected with King, and then they understood each other's role. And he even had a speech at one of King's little rallies, and then he got killed, and then Martin Luther King ended up meeting with who? Elijah Muhammad, and started talking about group economics and all these things. Then he got murdered.
Right. And did they try and assassinate Elijah Muhammad?
Say that again?
Did they try and assassinate Elijah Muhammad?
Come on, bro. Man knows not. You can't even get to Louis Farrakhan now, fam. You think you could get to Louis Muhammad?
No, what they did, they used a different tactic. They started with character assassination.
Of course, they always do.
Right. So this is my point. When it became too bait after the last two, yeah, are just openly just taking out man. You get what I'm saying? Still there, nothing done by us or anyone. You get what I'm saying? This is the control they have. You get what I'm saying? That when people start speaking their mind or speaking their truth, they take man out. So now they switch the tactic to a more subtle tactic of character assassination.
So that means they got assassinated for doing the right thing, not the wrong thing.
Right. That's our point, and that's the observation man makes. You get what I'm saying? It's not a diss, it's not a thing. It's just knowing, all right, if I've got that same ideology as my uncle, I'm gonna keep it quiet in the public domain when I'm giving my speeches. That's all. You understand? Yeah, that's all it is, bro. Because I realize what's going on out here is like, raw. If you start to speak the truth too much and too real, and speak about unity, yeah, we're all human beings, and bruh, duck for cover. But
check this though, yeah.
Hold on, 1 second. These men were Bill Cosby, you, R. Kelly, you.
Yeah.
You got mere examples of character assassination.
Definitely.
OJ, you. You know what I'm saying? They'll do all.
Man, I say OJ, you know, this time OJ did bare murders.
Hold on, Tupac, you. They were Biggie, you. You know what I'm saying? Like these are things that happen in front of our eyes, and we're also numb to the idea that the higher authorities can just take us out at any time.
Yeah, but don't put OJ in there, fam.
Yeah, OJ.
But OJ did a book through, but if I did do it.
Yes, OJ got framed in the end, like trying to buy back his own trophy, and he went in. That was
crazy, cuz he's a fucking crazy dude. But yeah, hey, like I was talking to Issa, right? But we ain't done it, fam. I'm trying to, like, man needs to do a speech here on obviously either all our leaders, or especially I want to do one on Khalid Mohammed. And does man think he was assassinated?
I do personally, yeah. I know the story personally and all of that, and yeah, for me, yeah, there was some assassination going on. Again, another example of when you're keeping it real, or when you come to the realization that, look, there's a better way, or I've seen more now since I'm more older and wise. It seems they come for you, bro. They take you out. But we have to be more subtle. Even now, if we've got new leaders and new and up and coming revolutionaries, it seems that one aspect of it is keeping your mouth shut about certain things you feel personally. You know what I'm saying? But talking about the white man, the cracker, him as a devil, and blah, 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 he doesn't seem to mind that. Otherwise, there'd be no Hebrew Israelite.
It's true. But fuck them Hebrew Israelites, because certain of them recruit white people in their clique, and they still be dissing them.
But remember, to be a registered charity and organization, you have to fill out some form. And that form makes your organization compliant to the government. You know what I'm saying? Because you're from tax now. You know what I'm saying? You have to comply to this form, which tells you what you can say and you can't say. So that's how we knew that them talking about the white man in derogatory ways was not a problem, because them take that off on one of the things. Yeah. Oh, you're gonna call us the devil? Yeah. Oh, we're controlling the world? Yeah. That's no problem. Oh, we're sons of Canaan? Yeah. No problem. You get me? You can do that, but you say anything counter to that. That we are all unified and we're all one and we're all Israelite. Yeah, I think there'll be a couple of assassinations. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think some of these men them are paid agents?
Most definitely. Most definitely. I mean, one of the organizations in America of Hebrew Israelites started by a police sergeant, black police sergeant.
Is it?
Working undercover, yeah. So he could get man off, and they was wondering why I thought the GMS or something like that they're called. Yeah, they wear purple and that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the founding organization guy was a police officer. You know what I'm saying? Working undercover in his part-time, he was doing it. You understand? So the early days of the organization, man were getting off crimes and all that. You get what I'm saying? But half of the police force, or black police force, was in these organizations.
All right, check this then. To you and Issa, yeah. What do you think? What do you think about the nation?
Nation of what?
Nation of Islam. Nation of Islam, obviously been infiltrated to a degree. I think because Black Americans didn't respond as they should do, Farrakhan sort of like thought, okay, how can I evolve this thing or open it up or whatever, and then let them what do they call them other people, them people again, Scientologists come in. I think to use their tactics of fishing out who's an agent and who ain't. But I don't think even that works.
Say that again. Say that again.
So in Scientology, you got this device here you hold on to. It's like it can be used as a lie detector test. Yeah. So it's supposed to be there to, what they call it, there's some psychological test, like they sit you down and ask you a lot of questions, and they're supposed to be reprogramming your brain and all of that. So apparently Farrakhan embarked on using that kind of technology in the Nation of Islam to reprogram the masses of his people or whatever. So, but also it can be used to ask you questions to see if you're lying or not. So it can be used as a lie detector test.
This nigga acting like Yakub out here. He's not reading his own doctrine.
So what you saying? What you saying? My man's doing the hits, yeah? You think he's doing the hits?
I think a Nation of Islam is their agents, bruv.
This one,
I know that Farrakhan's a OG gangster. I know that for a fact.
The agents.
No, he's OG gangster.
Why do you say that, sis? Why do you say that, sis?
Because they have links to elites.
Yeah, they do still.
A lot of elites.
Anyway, I've spoken to them.
They're not just like the higher ups. You understand? You've seen them take pictures and have meetings, and they're infiltrating. You understand?
I've spoken to them.
And that's what I'm talking about. How they're using our own to obviously ban us. You understand? So Nation of Islam is not what it was in the first instance. Yeah.
But ain't they helped us more though? Then destroys, man.
No, what I would say, yeah. You know, during the Libya march, I spoke to a couple of them. You get me? And I said, like, from gang's point of view, yeah, the only thing I would take from you, man, is you lot's discipline.
Yeah, definitely.
We wouldn't take your uniforms. We wouldn't take your ideology. We wouldn't take nothing else but your discipline, 100%.
Yeah, boy to manhood. Yeah.
Right, we would need to look into and try and emulate. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing we take from you. And they kind of understood what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? Because the rest, bro, it's just sketchy.
Their organization skills, I would say, is brilliant. The framework is brilliant, but look at it from Farrakhan's perspective, bro. He got a million man march. He got all kind of thing he doing, and his own black people are just talking against him, and you know what I mean. So, what do you do, man?
But that's what I'm saying, like, because when I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, bro, like the reason why you can't fuck with the nation, yeah, like in America and that, yeah, like real hood man would kill you for that, yeah, is because they've got a lot of people's parents off drugs, fam. They've actually done a lot. You get me? So it's like wow. But then you think to yourself, like, they've got a lot of power, fam, and normally when man's got a lot of power, white people are onto us hard. You get me? And but they've been kind of sustaining still.
Yeah, because
he don't do much but talk. I mean, you get me? So Farrakhan doesn't do much but talk now. In other words, he will come out and talk about the oppression of America and stuff. But the same thing he's saying is all over YouTube now. You get me? So he doesn't have the clout. Back in the day when it was VHS video, you get me? You used to have to borrow someone else's VHS video recording of Farrakhan. You get me?
So who you think? Because Farrakhan's like what, in his 70s? Who do you think?
90 by now, bro. 80, 90 by now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So who do you think is taking over the nation after that? Then do you think it's over?
There's also there are other people, and they're quite active as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
No. Oh yeah. I've seen a few of them still, but I don't know if they're like second command, innit?
Yeah, like Manson and all of that type of thing.
What? Remember, one of his, I think the oldest son or one of the main sons that used to be like security and thing. Yeah. I think he married a white lady, innit?
Yeah, he has. He's got a mixed race baby still.
Yeah.
And so, he was like where they had a white boy in the nation.
I mean, I'll be honest. I think it's a wise move, yeah, to have white people join and still say white man's the devil and the rest of it is quite funny. Because I'm saying, imagine you keep all. Remember, they're still giving out Elijah Muhammad's books, you know. They're still teaching what he's teaching, but then when white people, it's like to tell them, look, you understand where I'm coming from, don't you? And they're like, yeah, I do. So it's interesting. It's just really, it's interesting still.
Well, that's the same as a Hebrew Israelite. You get me? That's the same thing they do. They be out there, the thing, he's the devil. White man's the devil, and there's one standing right there with Hebrew Israelite outfit on. You got
no, he put Latino or something. They got their 12 tribe chart, and they say,
no, bro. I saw some in West End, fam. I had to put it on them, fam. And then I'm asking the white boy, what 12 tribe are you? Then they say maybe Judah. I said, who the fuck told you that? Yeah. Get me? They didn't know shit, fam. I put it on them, fam. It's on YouTube and shit. I'll rinse them, cuz. You get me? But them man are just confused. But like, it's you have to kind of rate it, fam. Like, when I mean rate it, because if all black people, moved like the nation, fam, we'd be good.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. If you forget about whether the leadership is holding hands with whoever, just the structure of what they do and how they do it, that alone would be liberation. Simple as that.
Yeah, get rid of the suits and dicky bows, and we good, man.
You're joking.
Fam, Maku.
Yes. Maku. I don't know about dressing up like
Maku. Have you watched The Wire?
Huh? Yeah, I watched The Wire.
Better fucking respect the dicky bows, cuz.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Remember Brother Monsoon or whatever his name was?
Brother moves on, definitely.
Yeah, you better respect that shit, cuz.
No, what I respected was his big, broad African nose.
Fam, yeah. And the suit, fam, listen. Do not act, that he didn't. Hey, listen, don't act, like he didn't scare you more than the goons that was hooded up on that, bro, with that suit on.
No. I think the fact that he was like a bougie kind of Nigerian. You know what I'm saying? Like big nose, broad, super from the continent. Like, yo, bro,
super broad, isn't it?
Fishy, bro.
Yeah.
You know, proper intelligent. Man's making his own bullets and that. Yeah, bro. I would be fearful.
Yeah, it was mean. It was mean. But that's what I'm saying. So check this then, Do you lot because obviously as things start to come, Malcolm X started to realize, that a lot of people is when he kept blaming the nation for doing certain things, and then when he came back from Mecca, because he was getting certain things in Mecca happening, he said, he realized that it weren't the nation, but obviously he didn't get time to start to explain that, right? Yeah. So then I look at it like this, I'm starting to think, obviously, police probably grabbed a few black dudes and killed Malcolm X. Yep. Do you not think that could be the story, or do you think the nation had something to do with it?
I think the nation had something to do with it, because Farrakhan is definitely complicit in that. I think Jedi played the video one time not too long ago where Malcolm X's daughter, and he's trying to explain to her. Yeah, it was a horrible sight, and he just sound you just sound like an old school preacher.
What it is, Farrakhan admitted that he contributed to the environment and the mentality. So what he was saying was, he said that he's worthy of death. You get me? And a hypocrite and so on. It's saying, well, what else do you expect him to say? Because if he's looking at Elijah Muhammad in this position and you come out and you're talking about Elijah Muhammad like that, fam, what else do you expect him to say? You get me? So at the end of the day, he put out the word, look at Malcolm X talking against the messenger. That's what you're a traitor, basically. So
but there was one interview, when he was talking to his congregation, and he says, how dare they tell us how to treat a traitor? If man's a traitor, he gets dealt like a traitor. That's when everyone started saying, "Wow!" He's basically saying they killed him.
And on top of that, he's your big brother. You're under him.
Yeah.
Your big brother, man. Have some respect, man. Like, you ain't on the level yet to be even mentioning or talking about, but you was in the newspaper thing. You know what I'm saying? The paper that they put out, you did an article explaining what you guys just explained. You know what I'm saying? And that became a problem. You know what I'm saying? So I think to the daughter, and he was very apologetic. But was it genuine? We don't know. You know what I'm saying?
No, but I don't think what you have to remember is this. Even if he sees his point is that Malcolm X to them was a traitor. Simple as that. He committed treason. And one of the reasons they say that is not because he differed with Elijah Muhammad, but because he went to the white media and spoke to them and the masses, turning them against Elijah Muhammad. Do you get me? That was the problem, because you got the bigger devil.
But weren't they against him already, though?
Huh?
Weren't the white man against him already because he was saying it was the devil?
Yeah, but I'm saying, why would... Listen, what Malcolm X was still teaching at that time, right, was still that black should be doing better under a devil system. So I'm saying, how are you going to the white media to talk about Elijah Muhammad when the white media is the one that's enemies of both of you? You get me?
One second. And I never saw Malcolm speak against Elijah Muhammad in public in a negative way. You get me? He always gave rise to his teacher. You get what I'm saying?
When?
Only once when he mentioned the little girls.
Right, yeah. He says, I've never mentioned this before, and I've never told him why I split, but here's the reason. And he said that Elijah Muhammad has fathered several children from his secretaries and blah, blah, blah.
And why did he speak, though? Because they kept troubling him, innit?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't that. Basically what it was, he explained that the nation leaders and the elite in the nation have become a bunch of nut men. Like, their heads are gone. So he's kind of like trying to close it down, basically. That's what he said. In other words, you can't control them, they're out of control.
Was that the time he was looking out the curtain with the big strap?
Well, apparently that wasn't even true, to be honest. Apparently that didn't even really happen. But
really,
what did it happen?
The picture, apparently that picture is some sort of fabricated something, Photoshop or something.
Man was getting death threats, yes or no? Of course, man was.
Oh yeah, no. They firebombed his blooming house, bro. Come on now.
Yeah.
So you think man was in there with a strap?
Yeah, but check it though.
He had a gun.
What did I say before though?
Was that picture not also with Martin? When Martin Luther King started out, were them man there not strapped?
I don't know about Martin.
Oh no.
Yeah, Martin and they were strapped, fam. Go and watch Selma or any movie about Martin Luther King. Them man there was strapped.
What, he himself with security?
Him and his security.
That's funny as well.
No, I don't know about that one.
They used to go to the yard. I swear they used to go to the yard. Even if I say watch Selma, and you'll see. Like,
all right, so check this one then, boys.
I know when it became aggressive, violent, non-violence, or whatever. You get me? With the advent of this batty man who came and became the advisor of Martin Luther King, who he had to kick out eventually.
So do you think? Sorry, to cut you, guys. Do you think Jesse Jackson then had something to do with King getting killed?
I don't know, man. I don't know. He was just.
Hold on, guys. Rich, have you not seen where the guy snitched on himself in the speech? He says, he's talking about Martin Luther King and what happened, and he said, so then I moved, I think, to the right so that he could get a clear shot, and he starts stuttering, bruv.
Oh, shit, no.
Bruv, watch it. It's hilarious, bruv. Frederick Douglass, I think. No, what's his name? Gregory. What's his bloody name again?
Gregory. Dick Gregory.
Dick Gregory. Yeah, he's breaking it down for like a group of people, and he plays that clip, bruv. It's hilarious. This man is basically telling you that he was part of the arrangement, so he moved out the way so that they can clearly shoot my flipping mash up, bro.
Yeah, dangerous, man.
It was. Remember when the black gay guy, because the guy now is one of the heads of the that black organization in America. What's that one that Rachel Dawkins is?
Rachel Dozell.
Yeah.
NAACP or whatever they call it.
Because what they've joined with is the LGBT thing has been added to it. You know what I'm saying? So that element is coming from the guy who got kicked out of Martin Luther's organization, because when he was coming to England one time, he had an argument with what's that guy? Powell. Something Powell. Yeah,
Colin Powell?
No. Is it Enoch Powell? Yeah. Enoch Powell in England threatened to expose man if man carried on rolling with my man and taking advice from my man. So that's why Martin Luther had to let my man go. You get what I'm saying?
But did you hear that he died? He didn't die from the bullet. He died in the hospital.
No, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, Martin.
Same with Peter Tosh, fam. If you go and watch this thing with Peter Tosh, fam, yeah, his wife says that she's right there, and the doctor, right, he's still breathing here, he's still alive, Peter's still alive, starts pushing the bullet further in his head. But the guy didn't know, the doctor didn't know that was Peter Tosh, because that was his idol. He starts bawling afterwards, goes, "Oh God, what I done?" Blah blah blah. You get me? So the same way I think Martin Luther King, as you're saying, he probably was still alive, and then they finished him off in the hospital, bro.
Really?
Because even Malcolm, some people said there was a shot that came from like the roof, that people were hiding all up in the roof, sniped him, bro.
Mm. But that seemed like it was destiny, innit? Because he told man not to search no one, innit?
Well, that's, you know what it is? I think he was tired. I think what his situation was, he was tired of running, bruv. Because think about it. They firebomb your house, yeah? Your kids are in the house with your wife, and they're actually talking about kids. Did you know they're talking about killing the kids as well?
Is it?
Yeah, bruv. They were saying kill them little BASTRDs, man. Yeah, bruv. So I think his whole point was, you know what? If they get me, let him be a sacrifice, innit? You get me? That's what I feel he did, man.
And you think man wouldn't have a strap at the window? I would definitely be having a strap at the window, guy.
No, I'm saying I'm sure he had a strap. What it is, I don't know for sure. I'm saying the picture itself. He had a rifle, bruv. He had a rifle, he had a gun, all kind of thing. I agree. He had it.
Well, like that's why Khalid Muhammad was always strapped everywhere he went.
Yeah, man. No problem.
That's what I mean. Khalid didn't compromise that thing there, boy.
Yeah. Fam, the speech when he goes after Louis Farrakhan was powerful, fam.
He done a few of them, bruv. There's a video back and forth where they're going back and forth with each other. Or they're playing the back and forth.
Yeah. I think I've seen that one.
They're editing. But I mean, I don't know. It's a weird one. Farrakhan claims it's because Farrakhan was going to get Elijah Muhammad's son to give a speech or something like that. And Khalid Muhammad didn't like it. So Farrakhan's basically saying that he wasn't wise. Like he needs a bit in his mouth or something like that. He needs to know when to talk and whatever. So apparently that's what caused the split. But I've never heard, I think, Khalid Muhammad say that.
I think it's shit, though. I think it's when he started dissing the Jews, Rubai.
The speech, the something college, didn't it? The college speech.
Yeah.
Kill the babies!
Yeah. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, cuz when he starts to speak here, fam, he gives me goosebumps, cuz.
King's College, actually. 1986 King's College.
That's it. Yeah.
What did you say it was?
King's College. King's.
Yeah.
King's College. King's College. But I think, I don't know, it's a weird one because I've heard different things, that he was killed by some sort of beam wave that mushed his brain. Some others say he got poisoned, so he was like vomiting and stuff like that. All kind of thing, bro. But ain't it interesting how his son turned out to be a millionaire all of a sudden?
What, his son's a millionaire?
What, bruv? His son's famous as Ross, bruv. But he changed his name, though.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I've seen his son.
Bruv.
Has he got a bald head?
Yeah, he's got bald head.
Yeah. Yep, that's him.
Real estate guy.
Yeah.
Yep, millionaire fam. He wrote a book, I think, How to Be a Millionaire. All kind of
so why you say that's funny? Why you say that's funny?
Because, bruv, listen, I think the mum would have been thinking, right, this Nation of Islam situation, the father just got, my son ain't going to get killed. So they might have paid her and said, right, you can either put him on the path of his father and he'll go before, or you can take some money and we'll open the door for him to be like this. That's what, I don't know, it just seems that way, you know what I mean? Because, like, there's loads of people doing what he did, and they're not millionaires like that all up on TV. I think he was on Ellen and all of that. Yeah, man.
What's he do?
He was, I don't know.
He does real estate, all sorts.
Yeah. I've seen an interview of him still.
Yeah, he makes money, man. He makes money. But he's a bit fruity. And there's no Khalid Muhammad oozing out of this guy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's why he was with Khalid Muhammad when Khalid Muhammad got shot, innit?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that's the son. He says, "Well, my son was with me. Bullets whizzing past him."
But that's what I mean. I do think the mother must have ripped all of that Black Power stuff out of him. You can imagine her mother emotional.
Hold on. Is he the same son though that was when Khalid Muhammad's on the stage talking? He's behind him.
Yep. I think he only had one son with him. Whenever he used to talk, I'm sure he only had one son.
Yeah, like with him, when he used to stand on the stage, his son used to stand behind him.
With Sarnetta. Those are the Sarnetta standing behind, man, as well. Young Fred.
Don't lie.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one.
Because remember, he started the new Black Panther Party. He was the founding contributor.
Who?
Khalid Muhammad.
Oh yeah, I know that one.
Yeah, he resurrected.
I thought you talk about Sarnetta.
Yeah, Sarnetta was a Panther, innit?
Part of it. He was part of it.
He was like Captain Rambo, but not like Captain Rambo.
What happened to Captain Rambo? What happened to him? Where is he gone?
He's cooling out, man. He's just doing his works, man. He's always out on the roads, man. Okay. He's one of them real ones. Like, yeah, if you want to find him, you got to go up Fulton Heath and on the end, and you see him patrolling and doing his thing, man. Big up Captain Rambo as well.
Trust me.
Well, I think, to be honest, because we're talking about groups here, I personally feel that we're going to have to try and do something with the Hebrew Israelite movement, because it does seem, no matter which way you look at it, they're coming out with an anti-black agenda, fam.
Who?
Well,
the Hebrew Israelite.
You don't think you don't think that other night was good enough, like the way we slayed them, like merciless. But
the thing about it, I don't know, man. They're all confusing because they all think different things.
I know.
No, but
you know what they're doing? They're doing free mixing. That's what it is. With all the that man like Isa and me and other men have brought, man can be new type of Israelites now. So that's what's happening.
But it's not even that, because they believe, that they come from Shem, and Ham is another group of blacks, But according to their book, they're gonna be brethren with the friggin' Japhites, which are white people, right? No matter what they want to tell you about Edomite and Esau and all that garbage. So this is the thing, as long as you got a group from among us which is looking down at another large group of black people, fam, based upon your belief in a book, then to me that's a problem. And you're seeing it manifest, bruv. You see, what's that young brother that comes on the hangout? What's his name? Yashia? Something like that? Right. So imagine his group, his group in London, the guy was he done a video called something like Stinky Africans. Have you seen that?
No.
Bruv, this is what I'm saying. Imagine the bread that's coming on here, and he goes to the park. The one with the plats, the young redskin youth that had a discussion with you know him,
Hey, Maku.
Yeah.
God of Jacob, 12 tribes says you ain't slayed nobody.
That's why he would say that, innit?
Yeah, God of Jacob, jump up, rude boy, jump on.
Only victims talk like that.
Fam, he said something about God of Jacob, 12 tribes say Khalid Muhammad was prepped by One West before he went on Phil Donahue. Ask anybody UPK and ask anybody in the Nation of Islam, put 10 stacks on it. Fam, what do you mean by that though? Jump on, bro. If anything, jump on and explain that. I'm confused.
Was prepped by One West before he went on field. So let me get this right. Khalid Muhammad needed preparation by One West.
No, this is what he said now. He says, Khalid was moving towards UPK. He used to attend the school.
Yeah, but that don't mean nothing, bruv. I mean, after 1990, after the time period he went on Donahue, he was still promoting Elijah Muhammad, Farrakhan, and the rest of it.
And Kemet.
Yeah. That's bullshit. That's bullshit, though. He weren't going to no 12 tribes, boy. Where's the facts of that? The evidence of that?
That's a lie.
That's lies. That's lies, bro. That's lies. Because even when he fully 100% was down with his Black Power shit, and he moved away from the nation, he was always still references to Elijah Muhammad and all that. You know what I'm saying? So I need to see them put on the scriptures. We mean on the scriptures, bro. God of Jacob, man, come in here, man. You get me, and explain that, bro. Yeah, explain that, fam. I don't like when man starts to chat that rubbish, because you know what it seems like? It seems like, you know, when someone passes and there's no evidence, so everyone claims him. No, he was gonna be Hebrew. He was gonna be fam.
Butt hurt. We call it butt hurt. See, when you roast them, as I said to you, bro, when we roast these man, you get me? God of Israel or Jacob or whatever ran away, bro. Just like the real one.
Yeah.
Oh,
But yo,
God.
what I'm confused about, is that again, I could hit up a Hebrew, yeah, and I could hit up another Hebrew, and they don't believe the same thing, so it's hard to attack them because they don't. There's enough of them that don't believe the same shit, bro.
Bruv, the point is what they do have in common, yeah, and I'm saying what it leads to.
The motherfucking Bible. That's what they have in common.
And the Bible tells them that they're superior to other blacks based upon a lineage. That thing there is the freaking. All right, I'm gonna post this video. It's called "Stinking Africans," aka Hamites. Right, I'm gonna post this video in the back chat, fam. And then you tell me what the hell is going on with these brothers. Seriously.
That's why I roasted him anyway. You talk about Jamaica, the land of burning wood, and you just have rubbish. You get me? He's not from the land of burning wood.
Who's that?
He's from the tribe of Benjamin and all sorts of
Oi, how do you drop the my man wants man to drop the link in the chat so we can jump on and we can finish him.
Beefy.
No, God of Jacob, 12 tribes.
Where I'm telling Beefy.
Where's Beefy?
Beefy's supposed to,
Beefy. Beefy.
He just be letting us natter on in that.
Hold on, I'll try and copy and paste it. One sec. Copy text.
But if it's another line of Judah slaying session, then
have you got enough tissue, bro? Have you got tissue for the tears, bro? Drying the eyes.
Wipe yourself off, bro. You're already there.
Dry your eyes. Have you got it? There's the link, bro. Come into the den.
Yeah, man.
Come into the den. Come for your annihilation, bro.
I like taking out these US soldiers and that. Funny.
But Maku, though, you are a bit, you know what I mean? You're not really taking their feelings into consideration. So, you know what I mean?
Nah.
We don't want to. No, because the other day, bro, you dealt with chemo in a bad way still, bro.
What? When did you have chemo?
Oh no, he went. He was.
It was a shock. He was out. It was a shock to the leg, not to the head, fam. You get me?
Oh, shit.
From that. A man did.
Rich, even you, yeah, you'd be like, nah.
What, killed him like that, yeah?
Bro, you know how I roll, bro.
Not always. No, you're not always like that. But that day, I think he was vexed about something else because he was just constantly vexed. Everything he was saying was just with vexation. You probably didn't eat. You probably didn't eat your chicken that day or something like that, bro. You just, he was the anti-black man that day. I'm telling you, bro. He was just vexed. Even when I agreed with him, his response was, yeah. He was just vexed.
Oh, yeah, I ain't saying that.
My man's bluffing, bro. The link's there. My man's still not in there, bro. He's bluffing.
I'm a merciful.
Before he said that, he said 10 minutes or something, but I don't know, man. These men will be bluffing, cuz, and they come up and they go, whoa. So it sounds like they're telling the truth.
I don't mind. God of Jacob will get that work. Light work.
Get that work, bro.
Sniper rifle out.
He says, give him 10 minutes, sucker. Drop the link.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can talk, bro. But he's gonna run in
Hey, them Americans are cheeky, innit?
I know, but he's gonna do the Forrest Gump in it.
Yeah.
He's going out.
He's gonna cry on the live stream. We're gonna make him cry on the live stream.
Oh, sugar boy.
Tell him to put the Bible down. It's like a mazza.
Bruv, the problem is with these lot, is when it comes to the intellect, bruv. When you start using your black intellect on them, fam, they start to fall. I start to say, who are you to question God? Your intellect isn't than God. And I'm thinking, bruv, God hasn't spoke to me, and He hasn't spoke to you. You're trying to do what the book says, and you're contradicting your own book because your book contradicts itself. You get me? Simple as that, bruv. It's all over the place, fam.
Don't get upset with us.
I just.
Don't get upset with us. Don't want to tell man. Our God is not the same.
Well, you know what?
Trust
Let
me.
me play that video. Let's see for
Yeah, play that shit.
What video?
Because I will roast Splash again next time he comes. I will just talk to him on the PS4.
Respect's got something on it, you know. Respect's got lines then on. What the hell?
What's up?
The lines in here.
Yeah, but fuck. Respect's show just makes you want to shoot someone, man. I'm telling you.
Now you got a thick skin. When I go in there with my melatonin armor, you get me? You have to have thick skin, definitely.
Yeah.
It already sounds like it.
Now where I am, they will participate in the NBA because Esau's trying to say we're the same people, right? So let's just have a quick comparison here. This is how he's even.
Where's this guy? He basically tries to say that wherever where we got flies around.
These bushmen. You see that guy with the stick over there? He's gonna be your new headmaster. Follow these Hamites everywhere they go, because you know what? It's a very savage, man. These are the real savages, you know. Okay. This is the sons of Ham. The sons of Judah are further down in the west coast. Anyway, with that, it was just meant to be a quick short vid on the difference between the Hamites and the Israelites. Right. I just want to make one more point. Why is it that flies follow these Hamites everywhere they go? Because, you know why? Because they're doo-doo. Okay, they're pieces of shit, man. Because anytime you take a shit on the floor, what happens?
You hear that?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. This is that brother, yeah, whatever his name is, Yashahaya. That's his. You get me? So
who's he talking about?
Young
the black people.
This is the black Sudanese. This is on. If you watch the video, I'll put the link in the back chat. Yeah, the video is talking about the Sudanese dark-skinned tall brothers. Yeah. You get me? This guy, he's also almost as dark as them. The guy who's actually talking, but somehow he's trying to make a distinction. You get what I'm saying? Some weird thing, bruv. And this is what I'm saying to you, bruv. To me, that Bible is so attached to coonery, fam. You get what I'm saying?
Black Spice, welcome back.
Self-hatred, bruv.
We're just waiting for this Hebrew so we can destroy him for a bit and then.
So you can done him.
I'm just waiting for him. I need to go get a draw. You get me? And I just want to hurry up and done this dude, man. I think he was being very cheeky when he said when he said Khalid Mohammed was going to be Hebrew. He's cheeky. That's very cheeky.
Very.
Oh, yeah, them Hebrews are gangster, man. They're funny, but they're all different. They're different. Like it's mad. It's different. So sometimes when you go and accuse them of something, yeah, they're like, nah, we don't think like that.
Listen,
and
right now, you see the Queen, yeah?
Who's that?
The Queen. The other day, yeah, she was related from the tribe of Israel. She was the Israelite, right? Now, she's a descendant of the Prophet Muhammad. Go look it up. The Queen keeps shifting and changing, trying to attach herself to different bloodlines and all of this stuff. But the Hebrew Israelite one is a mother. You get me? Her man are trying to attach it, and yeah, she is. She's from the tribe of this one and that one, and you get me? That's why she got lions and all this type of stuff. The connections man make to try and prove a point.
Where they from? Germany or some shit, innit?
Yeah, just like King James is black.
Yes.
King James is black and all this type of fuckers. You know what I'm saying? Man says King James is black, innit?
Yeah. So they said. So this, I don't know. I don't know if it's one of them. You know, like Jesus is black. kind of thing. So I don't know from if like he was black or is man making him black. I don't know.
No one ain't trying to wait no white king black. It doesn't make no sense. Super white as well.
Yeah. Yeah, but they would, innit? So, because you know, like when man says, "Oh, why are you reading the Christian book?" and then before they used to think Jesus was white. So now to make it even better, black people like, "No, but he's black though. We're not praising to the white Jesus. We're praising to the black one." So I'm thinking, are they thinking that too? Like, so we don't brush them and say the white man. They're reading the white man Bible. They say, "No, he was black."
Yeah, King James was black. But King James never wrote it. He authored someone to write it.
Shakespeare.
Who was white.
Shakespeare wrote it.
William Tyne.
Where's the evidence of what's his name? King James. I've not seen a picture of him, bro. Has anyone seen a picture of him?
Of King James, yes.
Yeah.
There's many. James Stewart.
Of him being black, yeah.
Oh, them James Stewart. Oh no, him being white, man, blonde, ginger and blonde.
That's what I'm saying. So where's the picture of him being black, bro? Apart from a drawing.
There's fake pictures going about.
Say that again?
Fake pictures.
Yeah, but he's a white man.
Yeah, now he's from Tottenham.
What some people do, they shade the picture.
I know.
They what shade it?
My uncle knows him, man.
Trust me, that's what. Listen, you think it's joke? That's what people gonna be saying soon.
I seen him, man.
So what's that mean? They shade the picture though. What's that mean? What's that mean?
You get the original photograph, you get the original picture, and then someone shades it in and then puts it online.
Shit, what do you mean? Dark? You mean?
Yeah, make it look he's got. He looks like a black man.
Yeah. Cause I don't believe anyone has seen a picture of him being a black man. I don't believe it. I need to see it. Someone needs to show me a picture, and not no picture that is been drawn and someone says, "Oh, this is him. This is him." I mean, a straight picture.
You know what? Even if he was black, why would I want him in my society?
Yeah, he was a pedophile, innit?
Not authentic. He's not authentic. He's a sellout, obviously.
My man was a slave owner. So why would I?
Well, he a batty boy though.
Huh?
Yeah.
He's a batty boy, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely not black.
Yeah, man, he's not buying women just to cover his back.
Yeah.
Batty boy and the paedophile.
Yeah.
Right.
So like, what would you say about people following it then? If that's the leader.
Exactly. That's our point.
That's our point. That's what I said. Don't need to go into the King James Bible. Just go on the character.
Yeah, and just go on the individuals involved in it.
Yeah, once you go the character, the author of the book, and what's the point of reading the book?
Get me? That's why God of Jacob's hurt, man, because we gave this to Leo already.
Oh, is it God of Jacob that you gave it to? Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, he's just in the chat running his mouth, but yet they didn't show up.
Him and Kemal and thing. Yeah, it was unfair. Ezra, they have to get that work. You know how it goes.
They always want to make something black to justify their book.
Yes. But that's what it is.
So all I ask them is one question: If King James is black, is Henry VIII black? Because that's his grandfather.
Zulu can answer that, innit?
They'll fight.
7-day Israelite.
What?
7-day Israelite. 7-day Adventist Israelite.
Who is?
Zulu.
Oh, is it?
And a Zulu.
7-day Adventist.
What does all of that mean, really, man?
I know. Hey, God of Jacob's here. Big up.
Come on.
What's good?
Nothing, rude boy. We're just ready to roast you, rude boy.
Yeah, I'm here.
Nah, I'm joking. But yeah, let's get to work, man. What are you saying though? What are you trying to say? Like Khalid Muhammad was gonna be Hebrew, yeah?
Yeah, I think he was moving more towards UPK. And I said in 93, I met him once. My father was real cool with them. And when I met him in 90, I think it was 7, he was in the back of the class getting trained on the Bible. You get what I'm saying? And my father used to always be like, you know, eventually he gonna come around, he gonna be in his school. But they all came up together. My father was in New York at the time. I was going back and forth between Cleveland and New York. And he used to always be in the classrooms. Always getting trained on the scriptures. Because if you look at Khalid Muhammad, he was more versed in the Bible than in the Quran. And like I said, a lot of them cats grew up together. And my father came into One West at the time. It was like 87. You get what I'm saying? And it wasn't UPK at the time. It was just turning. It was Universal School or something. And I used to go back and forth. And at that time, like even when Maku, like I said, I hate when Maku tried to tell the story of One West. You know, it wasn't no police officer who started it. You get what I'm saying? It was Abba Bivens. He talking about.
I hear you echoing, bro.
Under the One West. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't no police officer. That's him trying to, you know, spin it.
No, I said GMS still. I said GMS. That was specific. You get me?
GMS came out of One West. All of them came from.
Bro, all I'm saying is the man was a police fucking sergeant. The Lil is on YouTube. I don't know why.
You said he's the
father. Bro, I don't know why you're. We're not. I'm not saying with Reverend Matthews and all that. Those men are exempt. They're free. They're free from this fake Israelite.
You put. Look, bro. Cool. But I'm just trying to.
I know how it started, bro. I know how it started with White Bob and all these man there. Right. So that's a later model. That's a later model. We're talking the original.
There.
Right. You know, if there's original Israelite, if there's original Israelite by the 80s, they migrated to Africa. Yes or no?
Bro, when was you ever
had those original Israelites migrated to Africa? Have those original Israelites migrated to Africa?
Exactly.
What do you mean exactly?
Exactly what? Exactly what?
What are you talking about? I'm gonna give you an education on your Hebrew Israelite thing.
You can't give me that education.
Reverend Matthews
from Hebrew
and
Israelite. Give me anything because you wasn't there. You don't know it inside and out. You don't know. You know.
I know everything.
You know.
Unfortunately, I know everything about nothing.
But I ain't gonna need
right now. Thing ain't the thing. You lot are doing the later version of the original version. The original version was fine. Yeah? But you lot came up with the 80s version with Wyquab and next man. You get what I'm saying? And then these all little splinter cells came up. Don't tell me about ISUPK in the time of
nothing, bro.
You're having a laugh. You're having a joke.
You don't know nothing.
They're having a joke.
Because I was like arguing.
Having a joke. ISUPK in the time of Elijah Muhammad. I mean, in the time of
bro,
Khalid Muhammad.
I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm not trying. I just know for a fact you don't know, and I'm gonna just leave it at that.
You know I know. You know I know. Yeah. And I gave you root. I gave you source.
When was
I gave you the source. I gave you the fake model. I gave you the year of the fake model. You get what I'm saying?
Was you in the school? When was you in the school?
Khalil, bro. You gonna get this work, bro.
When was you in the school? What year was you in the school? That's all I'm asking. You asked me that one question.
What? Me, I was in the school. I was in the school, or did I study the history?
What year did you come through the school?
Bro, don't worry about my schooling.
Okay.
I'm saying I'm probably older than you. That don't matter.
Not by much.
Bro, that don't matter, bro. I'm older than you. No matter what you say, bro, I'm older than you. It is what it is, bro. I give my age, but I know for a fact. Yeah, if you're talking certain
fool, that means
certain time. Yeah,
an old motherfucker who don't
know shit. Bro, it don't matter if I'm.
Hey, who was the other?
But listen, if you answered him something, if you asked him something and he's answered it or showed you the hack and that, yeah, how can you say you don't know nothing, bro? That don't make sense, bro.
It doesn't make sense. But the agenda,
shit, man.
Say that again.
That's all I'm saying. You have an agenda. Don't make the.
Who has an agenda?
You do, right?
Well, what? I don't have an agenda, bro. Huh?
I heard you. I rinsed these Hebrews. You have an agenda, so of course it's to you. And I'm not trying to
wait, say that again. Say that again. How do I have an agenda?
I said, of course, it's not going to make sense to you because you have an agenda.
Why?
I get that.
What's my agenda? What do I have an agenda?
The point that
whoa, why do I have an agenda?
You told me. You told me by your word. So
what did I tell you?
Me going back and forth on this Hebrew Israelite thing is nonsense. I came on here to tell you that I believe Robert's more towards the UPK. That's why I came over here to address the Hebrew Israelite thing. For one, Maku would never go inside the Bible because he's outside the Bible.
Maku would what?
He doesn't go. He always say who wrote it, this, that, the third, and shit.
Yeah,
I ain't got time for that right
that's
now.
enough.
But
that's enough. That's enough to put the nail in the coffin, isn't it? Like, if you can't get past who authorized the book that you're reading and you're trying to quote as me as facts, you're dead in the water, bro. Plain and simple.
I got it.
All I'm seeing is a floating body.
Why
right?
you don't get the Bible? Because it wasn't meant for you. It wasn't meant for you.
I'm about to zip him up.
It wasn't meant for you.
I'm about to zip him up. Body bag.
I hear a lot of ego right now, Maki. I hear a lot of ego coming from you right now.
From who?
That's the only way. Hey, I'm talking to the checkerboard guy.
But what I'm saying is, you see the funny thing about it is, yeah. The funny thing about it is, yeah. You keep on saying
Hold
that.
on. Hey, what's your name, bro? So I can get it right.
Who, me?
Rich.
Oh yeah, Rich Porter still.
Okay, yeah. All right, Rich.
Yeah, brother.
Chris saying, hey, dude.
Yeah. Wait, because you keep coming in and out still. What was I saying now? Yeah, all right then. You keep saying, yeah, you don't understand it because it's not for you. But yeah, man understands the book though. He's explained the book to you. He explains who wrote it to you.
No, Rich, that's the problem. He doesn't understand the book. That's the issue. Many people have come to him and corrected him and told him he's wrong. Many people, including myself, on multiple occasions. He doesn't know.
What's he been wrong on though? What's he been wrong on?
He's been wrong on basic things like the storyline, parts of the stories. He just doesn't. He mixes information and he's very forgetful.
Am I allowed to do that? Am I allowed to mix information when I got more information?
No. The problem is, the problem is when you're reading the scriptures and you're pulling things from the Quran and trying to put it in the scriptures. It doesn't work like that. That's why man's always correcting you, because you're calling out names from the Quran when you're reading the Bible. I don't deal with the Quran.
Bro, it's the same.
Your understanding of the Bible is garbage. That's why none of us take you seriously when it comes to the scriptures. Listen, I commend you when it comes to the African history stuff, when it comes to the chemist stuff. I commend you. But when it comes to the Bible stuff, you don't know shit, bro. Respectfully, you don't know anything.
I've been reading the Bible longer than you've been alive. Drop me out.
You still don't get it.
Funny, you never go inside that.
But listen then, all right, then check this though. Is it that he don't understand it, or just because he don't agree with what you don't agree with, yeah, you don't say he don't understand it?
But Rich, it's not a matter of you lot, because many people are going to him and saying you're wrong. How many people does it take to tell someone they're wrong until they really see that they're actually wrong?
About the Bible, you're a joker.
Yes, 100%. Many people have come to you, and I've witnessed it. Many people. The Hebrew Israelites tell you you're wrong. The Christians tell you you're wrong. The Jews tell you you're wrong. The Muslims tell you you're wrong because you don't know nothing about the Abrahamic faith. You don't know shit.
At the end of the day? Who wins at the end of the day?
You don't know shit. Just stay in your chemist shit, man. You don't know nothing about the Bible, man. You don't know nothing, man. How many times have man had to correct you on basic things? Basic things.
Don't be
then you want to say, oh, bringing out the guns. You ain't bringing out war. You bringing out war guns, man. You don't know shit, man. You ain't got no.
I'm the teacher here.
Remember about bringing out the guns, man. Nah, man, sure, man. You don't know shit.
You are my victim.
You don't know shit,
Both of you are my victims from the last live stream.
Man, shut up, man. Man destroyed you 2 days ago on that Hebrew Israelite shit, man. I destroyed you. You don't know shit. I showed you information you had never seen in your 40 years of living. I showed you information you had never seen. You were like, really? Oh, really?
And you left. You ran off.
Nah, I left because I don't deal with children, fam. I get to a point, where man's asking stupid ass questions because man don't even know the information. I leave. That's why I left.
You don't deal with info. You left. Thank you. You're a pum pum. You're a victim. You left.
Oh, now you're resorting to insults. Now you're resorting to insults. That's how far you. Is that how you're intellectual? Is that how you work?
Well, you were busting him though. You were busting him though.
Nah, but rightfully, I've got evidence. This guy don't know shit, bro. I'm telling you, man. Rich, would you ever make a claim if you don't understand something? Would you ever make a claim?
Nah, but he's making a claim that he does know it though.
Thank you.
But he doesn't know it though. How can you say he knows it when he doesn't know it?
Because you know what I understand is, yeah, everyone, this is what I've understood, yeah, about like religion and all them things there, about reading the Bible, reading the Quran, reading all these things, yeah, that everybody has their own interpretation of something. So what you read, you interpret it your way, and what he reads, he interprets it his way. It don't mean he's wrong on it, but everyone has their own interpretation. Because I remember being in the park studying with one Hebrew and one Christian who were reading the same exact Bible, but they had both different interpretations.
Great.
Get me? They both had different interpretations. So I don't know, man. And I think he ran. Bang, bang, bang. Checkmate. Oh, he's back. Yeah.
Wow, man said checkmate. Wow. The egos are mad up in here. You man are really on the ego thing, man. Man left by accident, yeah. Now I'm saying checkmate. Wow. Okay, now I see how it is. Is this the kind of show you want to run? A biased ass show. Is this the kind of show you want to run?
You know what?
That's cool, man. That's cool.
How's that bias, fam? You got another Hebrew in there with you, bro.
Come on.
You're acting like you're in there on your own, fam. You got another Hebrew in there with you, bro.
Come on. Anyway, let's get.
I'm just saying, like, you lot see, yeah. To me, yeah, this is what I get, yeah. Is that no matter how many facts and that you lot would get laid with, yeah, you lot will resort to, oh, the Bible's not for you anyway. When man is showing you like the hack and that, you lot will still say,
that's the problem. You keep saying the man has showed you. The man has never showed me nothing.
Hold on, let me show you. Let me show you what I've shown you. Let me show you what I've shown you.
No offense, I say that out of love.
God of Jacob. God of Jacob.
It's funny how he's defending Maku, but I guarantee if you ask him to repeat what Maku said, he won't do it. I guarantee.
Bro, I didn't jump into nothing, bro.
Exactly. So then how come you're saying he's speaking facts and all these things when you don't even know what he said?
I did not say that.
Me and God of Israel are telling you this guy don't know what he's talking about, but you're already thinking, no, Maku must be right.
No. Did you hear what I said?
Let me explain.
I didn't say that.
Hello, can I defend myself, please?
No, shut up.
Right. So now my point is, I know God of Jacob as being person who was in the comment section of Uncle Ty's video. Now, the whole reason he was in the comment section, I was on the video with Uncle Ty, breaking down the Bible and doing whatever earlier.
Who was? It wasn't you.
You can never break down the Bible, man.
You can't break your leg if you try. Fuck out of here.
Wait, let him speak, fam. Let him speak first, fam.
That's full of shit, man.
You met me not in the comment section. You met me on Uncle Ty's show, having various debates with Uncle Ty. Now, in the early days, yeah, we was arguing the case of Kemet and Hebrew Israelite. And me and Uncle Ty, remember, we brushed you that day. We brought a verse from the Bible that showed you about God favoring Egypt, yeah, and Assyria, yeah, and the grandchild being Israel. You get what I'm saying? And you forget things. You forget the Delil that Mike brought. Yeah,
Mike brought nothing.
Mike has never done that. That doesn't even sound like you. That doesn't even remotely sound like you.
And you look at, hold on, wait. Remember, man was talking about spiritual Israelite. Yeah,
man's dreaming about scenarios now.
One second. That's how Uncle Ty dealt with you. The video's still up, so I don't need to side or nothing.
Full of shit, man.
That's what's good about my work. Yeah.
The good about your work is you don't have no work.
When I actually have a debate with someone, yeah, but Delil is cool. The first time you would have seen me, He's not his
garbage.
All you do is throw insults, you make jokes, you have a massive ego. Oh, he's another Hebrew down, he's another Muslim down, he's another Christian down. You're full of shit, man. Straight up, you're full of shit, man.
You've only come in my
You can't intellectually boss nobody. You come in here with all your dick riders backing you up, yeah? You don't know shit.
Bruh, you're chatting.
And Beefly, this show is a piece of shit as well. Fuck this show.
Wow, hold on. Why are you coming out trying to boss man for?
Fuck this show.
Why are you trying to boss man for? What? Because man, they
This
expose
show is
your
the
Bible.
most, this show is the most biased shit. This show is more biased than Science TV.
It's
This
man
show
trying
is
to
more
boss there. It's man
biased.
trying to boss yeah because man expose your Bible, the homosexual Bible.
Yeah.
Homosexual. Do you know what Leviticus says about homosexuality? Do you know what the Bible says about homosexuality? Oh, okay. Oh, so when it says if a man lay with a man, he should be killed. So if it says a man lay with a man, do you have reading problems? Have you ever read the Bible? Have you ever read the Bible? Do you have reading issues? You have reading problems. I think you have reading problems, bitch. I think you have reading problems.
The king was a batty.
Yeah, man, because if you read it, it clearly says a man and a man laying together is death. The sentence is death. So I don't think you understand. I don't think you can read. Oh, you can't read, man. You can't read, bro.
Because we expose your king for being a batty boy, and the rest of
you know.
And the rest of you that are batty boys too, following a batty boy, and you want to come up on it, you want to come up and disrespect my show, but yet you don't follow homosexuals. Get the fuck out of here.
Trust, see, man doesn't even know how to read. Man's trying to tell me this and that.
Get the fuck out of there. Get the fuck out of there. You follow a homosexual. Shut the hell up. You follow a homosexual and think you can come on man's show, yeah, and talk this shit. Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. You get me?
Shut up.
Get me?
You know, nigga over there. Both of y'all some clowns.
Fam, shut the hell up, man. Come on the show to disrespect you, boy. Man, come on the show to disrespect, man. You might follow homosexuals, man. Shut the hell up, man. You might follow batty boys, bro.
I'm disrespecting you, rich fucking Porter.
Fam, you might follow batty boys, fam. Shut up. Shut up. Don't ever think you can come on my show and try to disrespect me, boy. You might follow nothing but batty boys and think you men are men. Please, get the fuck out of here, rude boy. You get me? You men are following batty boys, pedophiles, and all that stuff, and you think you got high ground on us. But get the fuck out of here, man. You men are idiots, man.
Yo.
Get the fuck out of here. Have some respect, rude boy.
Yo.
Gusta, I beg you kick off Zulu, man. He disrespect the place, man. He disrespect.
You know what I'm saying? Disrespectful little idiot.
Kick off Zulu. Just, yeah. Another time, another day, Zulu. Yeah, cool. But right now,
disrespectful idiot.
It don't make sense, bro. You get me? No one said God of Egypt, God of whatever. My man just ran it.
Fam, man's disrespectful, bro.
Go on, I want to get kicked out. Come on, someone kick me out now. Come on.
Zulu.
Come on.
Where
I want to get kicked out now. Kick me out now. Come on, somebody.
Up, man.
Kick me out.
Shut up, man. You follow a homosexual.
Kick me out. Do it, bro. Kick me out.
Shut up. You follow a homosexual.
Rich. One sec. I ain't gonna kick you out, bro. I ask you to live kindly, innit?
Just kick me out, fam.
Why should I kick you out?
So you
That's what you wanted. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. Another Hebrew down.
I'm asking you to live kindly. I'm kicking you out. I'm asking you to live kindly.
Great. You was dissing the show, fam. Dissing Beefy. Fuck this and fuck that. It don't make sense. Just go, man.
Get out of here, man.
I'm not kicking you off. I'm asking you to live kindly off the show, innit?
Before I kick you off.
I know you want to be kicked off. You're gonna go and do. Thank you very much. Cool.
Clown, you know. That's you, cuz.
I know he was coming for me. I gave him a little test last week, but that's cool. That's cool. Another day I can kill him. Don't worry.
Get me.
Man's
coming up in here, dissing up the program and all.
Yeah, it's disrespectful, fam. Get me? Disrespectful, fam. Man thought man was gonna sit around and hear him try to disrespect man's thing, fam. Allow that, bro. You get me? That's the difference with black people. It's like we like to put down man's stuff. You get me? Don't disrespect man's thing, rude boy. These times you're following homosexuals. Fool. That's crazy, fam. But anyway, listen, my boys. I need to get out of here, man. I need to go get some weed, man. If you lot are back on live on that later on, I'm gonna holler at you, man. Yeah?
Yeah, man.
Love, always.
Let's say I would have guessed in it. So let me see what's going on in the chat quickly. Sorry, my peoples. Let me see what's warning in the chat. Big up everyone. Let's see what's been going on. I haven't been listening in. Whoa. Chakra in the building. Chakra in the building.
We got Chakra.
Chakra, well, I was waiting for you to come. Last time, Chakra, we were waiting for you when the Hebrews were on. We wanted to come. You next time, Chakra. Next time.
Show, man. It was
Next
a nice
time.
show.
I got you. Make sure you're ready, Chakra. We're gonna get them. Don't worry.
A nice cookery show. You get me? Now, man, I'm bitching and upset. I can't believe it, man. This is the reaction I get, man, from my zombies still.
Zulu is a lost thing. How can you say you're Zulu, but you say you come from Mesopotamia? It don't make sense. It don't make sense. Confused or come is what I say. Most people can't even deal with them. You know what I mean?
Zulu Israelite, like what?
Zulu, come on, bro. Let me see.
I keep being Zulu Israelite. What's
the 7-day what?
7-day Adventist. Yeah.
Drop me out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But yeah, man, standing on the Bible, man. Anyone standing on the Bible, he's gonna be butthurt anytime we start going into the text.
I don't say this on other people's shows, but since it's my show, I will tell people the truth, innit? I'm anti-Abrahamic faith, innit? Because you see, I'm very African centered in my thinking, and I know my history of Africa, and I know the colonization that I went through. So for me personally, I do not feel the Abrahamic faith. But for me personally, they've put our continent in a state of ignorance and sad to see. You know what I'm saying? So anyone who thinks they won't come here and talk this and that, we ain't having it here. Sorry, not for me anyway. Yeah. So you can be my brother though. You can still be my brother, but I told you, I'm a zero tolerance nigga. No friends. I just keep it raw and real. You know what I mean? Yeah. Keep it African all the way. Man, no, Abraham come from Africa. Well, I know. Anyway. Man, like Afro Man Raf in the house. There's a sauce in the building. Raw bits in the building. Oh. So what's going on? What are you saying, Michael? What are you saying, Sister Spice?
Nothing. That was just mad. That hurt my head.
Man. They're trying to upset my spirit and that, but you can't beat your friendly neighborhood sniper, fam. You get me? Who's gonna get that working deal? You know what I mean? You might get upset, man, just because people think and use their own mind. You get me? I could quote out the books verbatim.
Just because they don't think the way you do. That's what it is. That's ignorance.
Yeah, it's levels of
and ego.
Yeah. Ignorance was like me and Rich were talking earlier on. Like we asked each other the question, like, can you be conscious and follow an Abrahamic faith? Can you say you're black conscious you represent black consciousness, and then you go and follow an Abrahamic faith? To me, it's a no-brainer.
That's a no-brainer. No, it don't make no sense.
It don't know. I don't know if some people would try and make it, but to me, that's a no-brainer.
If you're following any type of religion, that you're not conscious.
You can't go in hand in hand. Definitely, 100%.
You can't.
I don't know. What are the panel saying? What are people in the chat saying?
And it proves that it don't stand because it's just ignorance. It's just ignorance, man.
Sorry, what happened? What did you say?
I said they're proving our point that all this religion don't stand because it's just ignorance and ego. Like, you just want people to think your way and one way and that's it, and it don't make no sense.
Yeah, but that's the problem. That's not necessarily the way of the religion. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way people are, in a sense, or the way it's been designed. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to think outside the box or outside the books. Mm-hmm. Outside the books is like a bit worrying and concerning for them. That's why I say that they deal with spirit, but they don't deal with the soul. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So some of these religions, Abrahamic, deal with the soul. You get what I'm saying? With the practices and rituals that are very much African. You get what I'm saying?
They're dealing with the man-made stuff.
Obviously,
for me, that's what I say. Like for me,
exported. It's an exported theology. So meaning where it originally came from, it's not quite the same thing. So as they go on in time and move out to different parts and different things, it becomes more washed down. You understand? From its original form.
Yeah.
So that's always my point, that these sages of these biblical books, especially Abraham, went to Africa, got certain education, and left out and went to tell people in the wilderness and bring them back to, you get me, the worship of Kulunku or whatever. You get what I'm saying? So that is, so I do agree, but as I said, we're not getting even the old form. We argued about this with the text. You get what I'm saying? If you're reading the King James interpretation of the Bible, you're not reading the Septuagint and you're not reading the Ethiopian. You get me?
Yeah.
Of it. So we need to drop that out. You know what I mean?
And for me, look at King James himself. What type of person was he?
Yeah, he was a batty man.
So we can't hide from those facts. We can't just deny those facts because people don't like it. Nah, we gotta bring those facts out.
Now, man, saying that's black. Him being a batty man and doing pedophile stuff was normal. Like, bro, that's not normal. That's not our thing. You get me? Very Greek and Roman and that, but And
I wonder why the King James version is the most popular one. That always baffles me as well, because man was a slave owner.
Yeah, top seller though, top seller in the world.
Yeah,
best book, best novel on the planet. It's kind of like Thriller. Michael Jackson's Thriller. That's everywhere, man. Same as the Bible.
That is baffling.
We cannot deny that, and we cannot deny that anywhere you go, any part of the world, you will always find a church. You might not find a mosque, but you will always find a church. You know what I'm saying? So we know who's the real holder of the key out here when it comes to religion. Like Islam might be the fastest growing, but Christianity and that Catholicism, that idea, and those little off branches like Hebrew Israelite and it's all the same thing. Rasta, it's all the same thing.
Yeah.
Based on the theology of the Bible or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Was even like one day I want to look into like for me it baffles me how the religions we told a certain history, but for me the history don't add up to what I saw in my lifetime. If you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It was like when I hear stories like, oh, Mecca was this big place, and I've seen proof of photos where I saw like little tents and caravans back in like 500 years ago. Tell me like photos and that there was no big cities there. So I want to know what history we've been told. Even like when I hear about sort of Jerusalem, then now we find the archaeology telling us a totally different story, that there was no those big cities there. There's no proof of those big cities there. So what do we take from that? Do we still keep on following the Bible narrative, or do we look at archaeology and the facts? Okay, maybe not the facts, but do we look at archaeology as well, or do we just take from a book what someone wrote? Who's claiming to be God? To me, that's a big question mark.
I don't know how man can ever say that the thing's subjective and then say it's factual. You know what I'm saying? Where some say it's subjective, like, yeah, it could be true. Yeah, others saying, nah, it's definitely true, and it's facts, and it's history, and it's this, and it's that. And it's like, rah. The powers that be who conceived these books don't even agree to such things. You know what I'm saying? So it's very weird. Like, it's a weapon of mass destruction used at a particular time, especially in incarceration and colonization. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Definitely. No one's gonna argue the fact. Yeah, it was but. Okay, it was but. There's no but. That's it. It's a weapon. It's a weapon.
So, what's happening is Raspek still in having his live chat.
Yeah, I think so.
Lions Den and one of the Lions ain't in attendance, but you know, how we do.
Another battle.
Yeah, but you know, might not be my fight, man. I might be free from this still. Get me. But yeah, man, bro.
Yeah,
Like don't want no smoke, man. They don't want no smoke, man. Just be like everyone else and just we accept that you want to identify with yourself. Stop calling man thinking Africans, flies, and all this type of stuff. You get me? It's a disrespect. You know what I'm saying? And it's again more separation. So if your book preaches separation, you either have to check yourself or check the book.
You know, another thing as well, what baffles me the most, yeah, this is the one thing that baffles me the most. If you're black and you're saying you follow the faiths here, those faiths tell you those people are cursed until death. So what are you celebrating there? Until God says otherwise. So whatever you're cursed. So I can't do it. But me, I was born different. I was born like that. Then nah. I ain't accepting that. Don't know how other people feel about that. For me, that's a big another question mark. Those things I don't know. People don't question those things.
I always say that you was never born with no book. That kind of,
to always tell people. And people can never came with a book.
It wasn't on the end of my umbilical cord and that.
And you're not leaving with no book either.
Yeah, so you know, just have to look at it for what it is, man. It's a very good book. Like there's lots of good books out here.
Well, like me, my grandma always told me, your history is in you.
Yeah, it's not out of you. Yes, it's in you.
The history is in you, so that's all you need. You know your history. You're you. You know you.
Exactly.
So
once you know yourself, you know your history.
Exactly.
To go with that, obviously now they can read DNA, so obviously you can be read. You know what I'm saying? They can read your DNA, they can read you, innit? So you can be read. So read yourself. Read that first book, that first Bible or Quran or Torah, or whatever you think it is. But that first book is you.
Exactly.
Study yourself. Know thyself. That's why that verse is important. And my favorite line ever.
My favorite line ever. Know thyself.
Know thyself. I know Shakespeare in English, but we ain't gonna quibble. Yeah, he wrote that.
Know thyself, know nature, you know God. Simple, straightforward. Everything is one.
Stand on truth, justice, righteousness, or reciprocity, as some people say, which is my art. That's it. Plain and simple. Get me? Everything else is just starting to get complicated and involving some form of ritual voodoo. Get me?
And if you're not connected to self, then anything other than that is gonna be confusion. You understand?
Exactly. Even like people they realize they create the most of their own confusion.
Yes.
They create the most. I used to do that. I know. I used to be a master of it. So I know I'm come from that. But now I realize when you tell people about it, they don't realize that most people just create their own illusions. They create their own fears. They create their own roadblocks from what the society tells them about them. How can someone else tell you about yourself? Don't make sense.
Don't make no sense. They can only do that if you don't know yourself.
Yeah.
If you're living with outside of yourself, then yeah, people are gonna tell you who you are all day long, but no one can't tell you who you are. You understand?
Yeah. So I also get upset with people like the Hebrews. Also, oh, you're a Hebrew. You're all born a Muslim, bro. You can never tell me what I am, bro.
Yeah.
If I tell you who you are, you'll be upset. What gives you the right to tell me what I am?
Oh, this one's the chosen people, this, that, the other. Like, how do you know? Like, stop trying to tell people who they are, because there's people, and people don't realize there's actually people out here that actually know who they are. Like, not all of us are lost. Not all of us are praying. What you understand? Stop telling people what you want them to be according to your own fears, and you understand.
So one of my favorite life respect is like if they're so scared to die, if they believe in they're going to heaven, why are they so scared to die?
Exactly.
That,
That blows me. I've never ever understood that. Why, if you believe there's a heaven, why are you so afraid to die?
I'm telling you.
That blows me. That doesn't make no sense. And the fact that people can't see that doesn't make no sense is flawed in itself. That's crazy.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, the hardest thing to do and the most embarrassing thing to do, it seems out here, is to ask the person what they actually think. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a serious violation nowadays. Like if you ask people, what do you actually think on the subject? No, you can't ask me that. Like, bro. That's where God gave you your own mind and your own. You get me? Everything you need, you're equipped with. You know what I'm saying? The rest is just discernment, man. Learn things and you get me?
Yeah.
Enjoy the experience. But no.
I'll be back in 2 minutes, yeah? Dude. I'm back.
I'll be back. They'll be like, man need reminders and that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Any religious debate, I don't know. I don't mind it. I've studied it, innit?
Mm-hmm.
Contrary to what their man they say, bro. As I said, I've been.
But sometimes it's mad because it's like it throws your energy off. Like it's too much.
Yeah, cool. Man know what they're doing. Man know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, man know what they're doing. But at the end of the day, yeah, it's all about self-discipline again.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? God, this is an intellectual jousting thing. You know what I'm saying? So some people will prod at you and thing at you and, you know, pick little flaws at you. That's why man make trolling
just
videos.
to draw you out.
To
get the reaction they want.
Minimal.
Yeah. But it's borderline, isn't it? Like
yeah,
that was
the work is tremendous. Like I've done so many videos over the last like 2 years on the speakers corner thing and other things. Like you can go back and look and just like, oh shit, that was you, or yeah, you was talking there, or you already said this already. And I'm like, yo, I'm quite content with that. So when I debate these guys, I told you, it's only to bring the truth in it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want them not to be Israelites or not to be Christians or Muslims or whatever. Just like if you're African, you better see the African in it. You got better see all them characters in there.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Don't disassociate it from like separate it because that don't make no sense.
Because it only makes sense that white people would think of it in that way. Chinese people would think of it in that way.
Exactly.
You just gotta look Chinese. Like, yeah, most there. You get me?
Yeah.
Make you feel confident in yourself and everybody's gonna have to make that individual or that idol or whatever character or god or whatever look like them and be like them, you know.
Exactly. But it doesn't mean that that's what it is. You get me?
Yeah.
And that's what I keep saying. Nothing is even if you know or you research, nothing is absolute because everyone like everything that's written is obviously dictated or is illustrated by someone else. You understand? So you need to understand that. You understand? It doesn't mean because you see this as this.
Everything is balance and knowledge and study and education. That's why I always say education is important and being taught is also being important. I don't mean academically education.
Yeah, self
I mean
education.
Right, like when you leave school and when you start to live life, those are life experiences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's when you learn more. That's when you actually learn. Learn.
And it also gives you the time to choose what you want to study.
Exactly.
When you're at school, you're always given something. And
to learn,
that might not be my thing. I'm not really interested in that. You know? But when you're out in the free world, you're like, whoa, hold on one second. What? I can go library now and just take any book I want. I can go on the internet and find any information I want.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a big, broad new world out here.
And the thing that throws me is that all these people that are going hard for all this stuff, they don't even put into practice. They don't even live what they're actually trying to put out there. You understand?
No one's about that life, it seems. You get me? We all body bluffing. You get me? No one is about that life. Jehovah Witnesses are about that life, and Buddhists are about that life.
Mhm.
Maybe one other. You get me? But yeah, most of us we faking the funk. Chemists are not about chemists. Christians are not about being a real Christian. Jews are not about being real Jews. Israelites are not about being real Israelites. You know what I'm saying? Like going the full hog, full regalia, no shoes,
Yeah.
ride camel in the end. Man's not willing to do that.
That.
Yeah, man don't want to live the experience or harsh environment, harsh circumstances. Man in a camp, in a tent, living like live like these sages and these people that you claim that you have all faith in.
Exactly.
Go through their experience.
Experience.
Someone was incarcerated. Christ was incarcerated. A few
Exactly.
other ones were incarcerated. Where's your incarceration?
Okay.
Where's your 2 weeks in jail as a Christian? You understand?
Oh,
You really,
your mind incarcerated, but that's not what it is, bro. It's
yeah.
not the thing.
No, go walk in that person's shoes. That's what we're trying to say.
That's it, yeah.
Don't say, yeah, I rep Jesus and you don't rep Jesus. You don't rep Jesus. When did you grab a bunch of forms and put it on your head and squeeze it
Exactly.
to feel that pain or did it? When did you go and get a big heavy cross from B&Q and carry it on your shoulder for
When
1 mile?
when was you turning how many loaves of bread and fish into
Right,
how many people?
right. Like live like Jesus, like do the thing,
Exactly.
do the thing, be about that life.
Right.
Otherwise, shut the fuck up.
Up.
You know what I'm saying? But everybody want to run, yeah, oh, Prophet Muhammad. Bro, you're not even living a quarter like the Prophet.
No, Ahmed.
According to the text or according to the information given about his life, bro, you can't even do a quarter of this shit. Like man's pious, man's respectful, man's you get me, humble. But
No,
when it's
it's not even they can't. They don't even want to. You understand?
yeah,
That's the madness of it all.
yeah, cause man, even with the war bit, when man goes to war now and man have to take heads and all of them type of things, there, you're not about that life.
You're not about that life.
So just allow it in it.
Exactly.
Right. So you can't even do the pious side, and then you can't even do the violent side.
Mm-hmm.
Then just free it in it. Become a Buddhist, man. Don't trouble anything. Don't even step on a blade of grass. Get me? Like that. That's like to me. You're committed when you do things like that. Like
yeah,
yeah. That's like rah. I gotta respect Buddhism thing. You know what I mean? To a certain extent. Yeah, and Jehovah Witness because the Jehovah Witness is the only ones going to anyone's door.
Yeah.
Anyone's door.
Regardless.
Anyone.
One of them visited me the other day.
Yeah,
Regardless.
They'll come back.
You're trying to tell them, oh, I'm trying to do something, they're not having it. I've been standing at the door for very long. Yeah. And I was like,
right.
oh.
Oh, yeah, you have to rate them because they're out there waiting.
Yeah, they're relentless.
Yep. Don't worry, we'll be back next week. But I told you not to come back though. You lot are sending me gangsters trying to bully me, man.
That's me. And then he came to the door with a little girl, a little youth. So I was thinking, because you feel disrespectful to obviously close the door on the youth. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, but they're relentless. I had one come the week before, and then the next one, the man come, and I know by tomorrow the next one will come, and then next week someone else is coming. They're relentless.
Yeah, definitely. They'll use different tactics.
Mm-hmm.
Where I am is near Kingdom Hall, man. People. Some big people in, but they've got a special edict or something that they're not allowed, other than being a customer, they're not allowed to come in and try and get me to see the unks and the pyramids and the all sorts and the Islamic writing and all that and parchments and all this type of stuff and say nah. Because a couple of them we've debated them or
they
want to stop us and oh, do you know Jesus loves you? Come in. Sit down. You obviously didn't get the memo.
Yeah, exactly.
Bear of them got slaved, boy. Bear of them aunties, also.
Everybody.
Yeah.
My grandma's a whole Jehovah's Witness. She used to make us sit down and try and thing, and even from the youth, I used to battle her. Like, Grandma, do you know? And she's like, she's relentless, but I'm giving it to her, and she don't care.
Yeah, man went through it. My mom was a Jehovah's Witness, but it doesn't go with being Nigerian. Nope. Like, when you talking about not celebrating birthday and them type of thing there, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a matter because we celebrate everything.
Trust me. And
You
you can't cut
hey,
your hair.
we are breathing today. Let's have a party. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Any excuse.
Trust me.
Neighbor came round. Yeah. Dave, how are you? We will have a party for you, Dave. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna take good. Yeah. Mad thing. So yeah, it didn't go with my mom. It didn't sit too well. She was a party, you know, she held parties at our house.
Yeah. She's that man, all that, bro.
Yeah. So it was a bit weird. And her best friend was Jehovah's Witness. That's what was the
weirdest thing, yeah. Because black people love a party. Remember back in the day, you forever have house parties in your yard.
Yeah. And I'm bare in the pictures like cut off. You know,
yeah,
you
trust me, innit? Or when you're walking, you get caught and all these things.
Cool. What is little you doing? And these big people rubbing up.
And when they like go to bed and then you're sneaking and you're like bothering your mom and then they're taking pictures and you're just caught there.
Yeah, smoking in the house and all sorts.
Trust me, everything. Bare alcohol, your drunk uncle.
Yeah. Oh, that's what you know you're up to. Get your ass upstairs.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'll be sneaking down for Coke, mate. Kind of Coke.
Yes.
You know,
that one, the fizzy drink.
Yeah.
And sometimes they allow you just so that you get me.
Hey, man might even get a touch of brandy. Brandy and Coke. You know the ones that my uncle was wicked like that.
Yes.
One of my uncles is yeah, go on. You think you're a big man.
My dad was giving me Guinness, bro.
Same with my mum.
I'm powering it off as Coke, bro.
My mum said she was drinking bare Guinness when I was in the womb.
Trust me.
She don't even like Guinness. She said, boy, I've never drank so much Guinness. You get me? I like Guinness now. That's the funny thing.
Mm-hmm.
You get me? It's an acquired taste, just like Supermalt.
Yeah.
You get me? Or sarsaparilla. Ugh.
Sarsaparilla, yeah. I like sarsaparilla.
Nah, see, I could never get used to it now.
Yeah, but it's a quiet taste. Not all the time, though, because afterwards it gives me a nasty aftertaste.
Yeah.
I have to be actually craving it, sort of kind of thing.
Nah, it had to be the last thing. They're about no more Kiora, no more free.
Yeah.
No more, nothing left.
Like old school. He said,
yeah,
Kiora.
You know, you just run in. Yeah, you know.
Kiora.
Still, but yeah. You get me? But yeah, when everything run out, boy, and it's just there, big bottles, sarsaparilla.
Yes, sarsaparilla.
And get 2 cold water, 2 ice, fling that in there.
Caribbean people, they love a sarsaparilla. That's the first time I had it at my brethren's job. And I was like, what? I thought she was trying to give me Coke. She gave me sarsaparilla. I was like, what is this? Because it really is a quiet taste. Yeah. I was like, what is this? Sarsaparilla.
Foul, man. It's foul. Get me? I didn't like it, but yeah, when you was firstly come out from playing football, riding your bike and doing all them things there, right? Yep. Man would lick that back with a wagon wheel.
And I don't even like Kool-Aid, bruv. I don't like Kool-Aid because without the sugar, it's bitter. Without the sugar, it's bitter, bitter. It's bitter bad.
When I went to America and I had Kool-Aid, there was Kool-Aid in the cupboard and no one used to drink it. I was like, oh, purple thing. Yeah, man, I'm licking that back. Pulled their sugar in the thing, yeah. Drank half of it. Yeah, this is like the first day when I got to America, yeah. I'm in my brother's room. I swear we went out the room, came back 2 minutes later, yeah. I saw ants walking off with a glass. And all gone. They sucked it back. But there's no ants in here though. You know the ones there, like they were in here somewhere, but they're blood. We just left the room. They came in and tried to run off with the cop. That was a mad thing, like raw. That's America for you. Different environment though. Yeah, funny things though, like ants and that. But yeah, the Kool-Aid thing, yeah.
It's bitter. It's bitter. It's proper bitter without the. That's why they have to let go so much sugar in it, bro. And that's a lot.
Yeah. But they got these other things that you get in tins, like tin concentrates. Yeah. What you do, you boil up the water in the morning, put it in the jug, and then you release one of these like little canisters into the tin. It could be a tropical flavor or whatever.
Yeah.
Mix it up, and by the afternoon it cools down. That tastes bad.
I might buy that.
It was like doing that. We had to do that in the morning. So it was like a chore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like make up 7, 8, 9 of them. You know what I'm saying? Because we'd have the little tins or whatever and just boom, pull out the actual concentrate, goes in the thing, mix it up. From hot water though. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously we bought, and then put it in the fridge. And then bam.
Cool, and then put it in the
hours. Yeah, pop 2 ice with the ice maker or whatever. And yeah. It was nice, boy. It was actually like juice. But I know there was bare chemicals in that American shit.
Yeah,
American.
bare chemicals.
Yeah. When it came in a tin, yeah. Everything else had chemicals in it, yeah, straight. Bare sugar.
Bare sugar.
One time when I came off the plane at JFK, one time, yeah, I was thirsty and I needed a drink. Yeah. And I bought this Gatorade. And I thought that because it was green, yeah, it was only the bottle.
Yeah.
But the actual liquid is
it's green, yeah, Gatorade. I was addicted.
Yeah, I lived in this Gatorade one. I was like, raw. And when I looked on it and I saw how much things was in there, ended up buying a can of Coke. That was the softest thing I could buy.
And Mountain Dew as well, bro.
Yeah.
Mountain Dew is like, it's concentrated with bare stuff. That's how I got it.
Stuff. You turn blue, purple and all that.
Trust me.
Yo. Yeah, man. My kid. See if it's at 2 minutes, man. It's looking like 200 minutes.
Trust me. Trust me. But this is why when I'm in these things, I try to say as little because I know that I'm not actually doing all the things that I want to be doing. So I don't want to be like showboating. Like, you understand? So I've just tried to stay in the way, you understand? Because if you're not actually doing what it is that you lot are talking about, it's kind of pointless. Kind of contradictory. So yeah. But that was mad. Those 2 American people, they're mad. And they have a different type of energy as well.
Yeah.
That was mad. That hurt my head, bro. That hurt my whole spirit. Where's Fire gone? Fire water. Manage water.
Fire water and
fire water, but it don't mix.
1 minute.
Yeah, man. Oh yeah. Is people still in here? I can't even see the chat. Let me get my other phone. Oh my Lord.
Well, no one wants to come. It must be rough extreme, man.
Yeah, but that was mad. That's mad over there. That's too much for me, boy. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Too much for me, bro.
Levels, I know.
A little
Some
bit.
people become quite versed in being and dealing with that. That's why it's called the Lions then, because yeah. But we need your type of energy in there, but you don't waste your energy in there. You get what I'm saying?
That's me.
Sometimes it's not worth it. Getting your head all hot.
Yes, bro.
Get me? And you can't actually put your hands on no one. You want to.
Trust me, because I'm a person. I'm so straightforward. When I get to the point where I don't respond, I'll give you one warning, and after that, I don't care. Like, my mouth is, I'm just Lego in shots. You get me? You get me? I don't care no more, and I don't want no one. And I don't like this thing where people are trying to tell you, trying to police the way you deal with disrespect. You understand?
Yeah. It's very, very weird, man. As I said, they're trying to put parameters on us full stop, whether it's music, whether it's how we be as black man. Like, who gave you the manual? So you have a black man or black woman supposed to act, or anyone's supposed to act.
Exactly.
Like, yo, worry about your own self.
Worry about your own self.
Worry about your own self. Like, yo, man, I want to tell you how to act. No, you're too loud, and you don't need to. I need to
you're
what?
too this, you're too that.
I need to what? How about I do Jack and Ori, man? Come on, man. Stop all that. Yeah, we got that bully spirit, man.
Who?
Because we've been so oppressed and so, you get me?
Yeah.
We're naturally reactive. It's not that we're horrible people or we just explode on anyone. It's just that the way we've been treated, man. We treat people with such kindness, bro. They just step all over us. Bro.
Exactly.
So,
And that's
man,
real life.
hardened in their thinking and that. That's why I don't pull no punches with no religious person. Like, wake up, man. I've been there. Yeah, you newly converted and all that. It's not your fault.
And not even that. Be humble, because there's a time when you didn't know what you knew, innit? So you have to be humble. Like, it's not. It's that thing, and like all this showboating.
I treated it like how my baby mother told my daughter about Christmas. You get me?
Yeah.
With the first daughter, it took time, innit? Let her get to about 8, 9, and then we told her that it weren't really like real Saturnalia. I gave proper explanation.
Yeah, I gave proper explanation to my son. I told him early.
Yeah, the mom was raw. She was just like, yeah, Christmas is fake, doesn't exist. Done.
Yeah.
I was like, raw, you're course. Yeah, what type of explanation is that? Like, you have to go more detail, man. I'm talking about Saturnalia.
Yeah, that's what I did.
From Greece and when
all this type of stuff.
Yeah. Boom. You get me? And gave her another alternative. Like, well, you know, the same day is International Children's Day. You know what I'm saying? We got Mother's Day, Father's Day, so we got Children's Day as well. How about
my son's like, Mum, there ain't no man that's buying my present. It's you that's buying the presents. Get me?
Come on. I'll be like, don't you get hooked up all year? You're like, yeah. But even if we didn't buy, the family would buy anyway, man.
Yeah.
That's how it works, man. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to forever make your life a misery with them funny toys that are loud, need batteries.
Trust me, and you have to take out the batteries. Yes, I used to hate that. I used to hate
mash
that.
up your yard and that.
I used to
mash
hate
up
that.
my toe and my foot bottom and all that.
Trust me. The Lego, I hate the Lego. Someone bought them like 1,000 pieces of Lego, and the Lego everywhere, and step on it and everything. I was mad.
And people give gifts smiling like Cheshire Cat where I come from.
Trust me.
Knowing full well what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like, oh, is that an alarm gun? Raw. Thanks.
I won't lie though. I won't lie. I'm the same though. When my grandson, I always find the loudest, most annoying.
Them children got to suffer, but you haven't picked me. You know the one there. They got to suffer. Like, yeah, what's the biggest annoyingest thing you got in Toys R Us? Oh, that, yeah. I'll take that.
I'll take that.
Yeah. Where the plastic's borderline.
And I didn't care. When my son's like, Mum, why is it not working? Because I took out the batteries.
People are buying gifts with plastic that's borderline toxic. You know, banned. The plastic's banned in the UK and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, somehow managed to. You see it on Good Morning when they took it out. They're like, right, I swear my daughter's got one of them. And I swear I know who got that for her. Haters, man. Yeah, there was a mad thing. Like, yeah. All them toys and all that. Raw. The picnic room was his dad. It was like Disney. I don't know why. And she only liked Winnie the Pooh. You get me? Yeah, Winnie the Pooh was her thing. Like, we painted up the place with Winnie the Pooh, done a wardrobe with the donkey and all of that, and you know, Command's an artist and that. So
my son was Thomas, man. That was a lot.
Oh, Tank Engine.
Yes, Thomas, bro. The wall of them, the whole room, the matching curtains, the curtains, everything, the bread sheets, the bread, everything.
Because remember that. Let's see, like my older one now, she would have been the Dragon Ball Z era.
Yeah.
You know, like Dragon Ball Z's her thing, like when she was growing up. You've Been Served, Miley Cyrus and them.
Yeah.
It's all within her range, like, yeah.
I've gone through them all.
Honey.
But my oldest is 24, youngest is 13.
Yeah.
So I've been through all them things, bro. Wild days. I'm so happy now it's nearly over.
Yeah.
Trust me. Trust me.
True. As soon as the youngest one reached.
And look at my younger saying, grow up, grow up, grow up, grow up.
Yeah, hurry up, hurry up.
Get me? But yeah, we're exposed to all, and it's like, bro, we have to rewatch and relearn some of these stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because man say, "Oh, you're not in tune, bruv." I had to be.
Had to be.
You think the child was watching Teletubby by itself?
No.
Yeah.
Everything they do.
They like, man,
Bro,
what the hell is this? Oh,
bro,
those moves are subjective. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is he doing that behind the other one? Oh man. You know what I'm saying? Man, I see in between the lines in the children's program. And the cartoons,
bro.
Dexter, that them man, they was disrespectful, fam. They was slight
My
anyway.
kids, yeah, my kids banned me from watching films with them. You know that? My kids banned me from watching films. I take sports everything. That's fake. That's ridiculous. I laugh. Dad, you're ruining it. I don't care. It's dumb. Can't believe this dumbness. I'll tell them. So now let's go to the movies. Dad, you can't come. I said, okay, thanks.
And Disney, the whole the whole fantasy Disney that annoys me, bro. I'm like, no, burn all of that out, man.
Actually, I'm gonna do a show exposing Disney. Actually, I know some things about Disney.
Yeah.
Shocking.
What's it? Walt Disney. He was another pedophile. He was doing a lot.
You know, when he died, when they went through his stuff, they found porno cartoons
Yeah.
of
Pornography, yeah, of children.
no, of children and of the cartoon itself. Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse.
Mickey Mouse, yeah.
He was obsessed. He was a sicko. Even like the way they draw the cartoons. If I show you how they draw the cartoons, it's sickening. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh my days.
I remember that Disney DVD, boy. That man used to sell back in the day. You know me telling you all about what the drawings were, what they were actually, yeah, it was sweet.
Because even the original illustration of drawing of Mickey Mouse, if you look at it properly, it's very, very evil. Like it's evil, man. Yeah, I don't believe in all them things, man.
Yeah, there's all special words like sex me and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's a mad thing.
People are worrying about am I going to heaven and hell when the things that which are affecting them are right in front of their eyes, I can't even see it.
Exactly.
They wonder why the kids are growing up fucked up.
I'm saying we're in hell, man.
Well, I say, people say, oh, the kids are getting sexualized when they're like in the teens. No, they get sexualized as the babies in the cartoons.
Exactly.
People don't even know that. The innuendos in the cartoons and everything.
Look at Simpsons. Simpsons was playing out things that were happening, that was gonna be happening in the future. It's mad.
Yeah. That one, still no one explained that one to me. Still, no, I took off and one explained that the Trump one. That one baffled me.
It's been bad. And then even Boondocks was done it as well. Bernie Mac was doing it. A few people were doing it. So like, oh shit. What they said was true.
Yep.
Boondocks told you about R. Kelly from time.
Exactly.
We're shocked now. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. You knew.
You knew, fam.
And you still played his music and still went to his concert and still had your children. You get me? Going to see him, bruv. You knew.
They're still got the CD in the house.
Trust me.
No one didn't throw it out. Sex me CD.
And not even that. If you look, when you look at him, you can see, bruv. You can see he's a paedophile. You can see that he's, bruv. He's a demon. You can see that he's not right, bruv.
You guys are close together.
It's fucked up as well. Well, now you're gonna throw away all your compilation albums with R. Kelly's on every one of them.
Exactly.
My mind's telling me no.
But my body.
Body is telling me yeah. I don't want to hurt
nobody. Listen to the lyrics. I don't want to hurt nobody. You see what he's saying? It's like, if you don't give me what I want, I'm gonna start moving mad. Because he was very sexually deviant. You can tell that, bro. He had that energy, bro. He's very
and the authorities knew it all along. They just made him.
When lyrics ain't lyrics no more. When you got the real deal on the lyric or on the individual, like when man turn gay.
But the funny thing, they use Drew artists. Look at this. They use a Drew artist lyrics to convict them, but they won't do that against R. Kelly.
Exactly.
There's a thing called double jeopardy, and like once you've been tried for a case already, They can't retry you. The only thing that's disturbing for me is that new information and what he's doing now. That's what
Exactly.
he's committing crimes now. Like those crimes that came out before, they have been addressed. Trust me, and they couldn't really pin him down with nothing. Good lawyers and all that. Yeah. So don't expect anytime soon for him to be going jail for any of that past stuff. You get me? They're just highlighting stuff that we kind of knew, but we just got confirmation on that information.
Bro, even me, lawyers, bro. You see, trying to find lawyers work for the feds. Every lawyer works for the government, where they have to go and pledge an oath
Yeah.
to serve in office.
The bar association.
Yes. So you think they're gonna go against the paymasters? Yeah, come on, bro. They're the biggest. I think they're the biggest informers out there, bro.
Well, obviously, like the idea of guiding, as I said, the idea of guiding the new generation does not fit with everybody's ideals. You get what I'm saying? Police are not really going to favor that. Lawyers are not going to favor that. Judges are not going to favor that. Prison officers and anyone in the prison system, and even the Queen herself will not favor that. So there's going to be a lot of opposition to guiding a new generation because it's beneficial if they're running around doing the things they're doing now because it makes money for some people. You get me?
Yeah, even like I just look as well. When you look at like most of the armies around the world, they send kids to war for big men's fucking arguments. Look at the British Army, the American Army, they send kids first.
Do you remember back in the day where they told you your kids had to go when they got to a certain age they had to go fight in the war?
Military service.
And yeah, military service, but these presidents and stuff, they didn't have their children doing it, but you had to go and do it.
Yeah.
Do you know how traumatic that is, bruv? They know what they're doing.
Well,
They know what they're doing.
That's how psychology came about because of the First World War when they did used to send their own children.
Even in America, I don't know how true this is about America. They say that in America you got two choices in it: prison or army.
Yeah. And if you don't, you go to prison. What kind of
Yeah.
shit is that? It's fucked up, man.
Yeah, I'll go to jail like Muhammad Ali. Man said, ain't no Chinaman ever done nothing to me. You know what I mean? Man getting oppressed in his own country, let alone go to fight for that country that's oppressing them.
And come back and get oppressed again.
Yeah.
Stockholm syndrome, bro.
That's the same in the Bible.
Because how can someone free your chair and say, go and fight for me, yeah? Gives you weapons, you go, you kill, do a lot of killing, so you're a killer now. You come back, give the guns, then put your chains back on.
That's it.
Mazza, it's a Mazza, bro.
Yeah, as I said, it's the same with the books, mate. The same thing. Man, I expecting too much and asking for too much. Asking for too much and giving too little. But yeah, man. I need to have some food, man. I'm gonna cook up some food.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna look shop in a minute. I can cook something.
Yeah.
And I would have showed Get It tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Get some sleep.
Yeah, man.
It's gonna be full of energy. You know, Get It has his morning raps.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's catchy, man. Look how you got me singing the nasty man's lyrics.
Copyright. Infringement.
Hey, you know, I just clocked, yeah, in that song Bump and Grind, it's actually talking about thighing, isn't it?
What?
You know that thing of they say, oh, like in this other place where you can do child marriage, you say you can't have sex with them, but you can thigh them. Bump and Grind.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I prefer the friendship ring thing. You know the ring where you promise not to bust the beginning until you get married.
I hear you calling. Here I come, baby. Listen, yo, if you play his lyrics, yeah,
Hey, you got archives, yeah.
He was telling you all. He was telling you everything, man.
Remember what we were saying, yeah? You only sing about what you know.
Yeah, for real. For real.
Your environment molds you. You're a product of your environment.
Trust me.
And R. Kelly is a proof of it. Where's Rich Potter? Where's fire? Where's fire water? That's a checkmate, mate.
And I used to love him. I used to love him off, bruv. So I could have, if I had the chance, I could have been one of those girls because people so walk by him. It's mad. It's dangerous, bruv. Everybody was like, "R. Kelly crazy, man." Everybody. Why you lot got all his songs in my head? Every single song is popping up in my head now.
Hey, was it the time when he went through the court trials? He said in some gospel music.
Kelly.
You went a bit gospel when she hit the fan.
Exactly. But that's what they always do. That's what everyone does when shit hits the fan. Then that's when everyone knows Jesus. Everyone knows God, innit? Who is this? Someone sending another link. I can't keep up with this thing. It's too much. How do you mute groups as well? Because my phone be pinging off. It's mad.
Okay, if you go in the thing, you can click on and to say options. Then you go to notifications and turn them off in each group.
But I've got two phones. I have to do two phones.
I think usually if you turn off I think you have to turn off each device. Yeah.
Yeah. Because yesterday when I fell asleep, the phone was just going mad. The phone was going mad.
Yeah.
I have mine on mute automatically. They flash up, but they're on mute.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Is that your phone or my phone?
Well, it could be my computer actually. I have to off my computer.
Your computer's talking to you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna lock off the show in a minute.
Yeah. It's been real, people.
Yeah. You need to be my film of voice was you're real. Say it as it is.
Who, me? Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I get the energy that people are not feeling that. There's some people that are a little bit sheepish inside there.
No, I feel your energy. I feel that me, as long as you're real, that's all I need. I don't like people who are flip-flop. I can't deal with that.
Yeah.
So even if I think you're wrong, but if you're gonna be real, I respect that. That's all I know.
Yeah, I respect it. Yeah.
I mean, we can't always agree on everything. That's fake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah, I'm real. I don't know how to be any other way.
Yeah, I respect that. So me and Michael get along in the park as well. Ask Michael when I get in the park. I don't even talk to people because I can't deal with the nonsense.
Yeah, I can't deal with it. That's why sometimes when you see me,
I'll stand in the cover for 2 minutes and I'm gone. But they're talking nonsense, lying to each other.
When you see me going,
let's be true to each other.
That's why sometimes when you see me going quiet, it's because bro, I ain't got time. You understand? I ain't got time to even entertain the energy, bro. I don't have time, so I just have to be quiet because I don't know how to hold my tongue at all. And that's the same like you. You don't know how to
Yeah.
You know what I'm
saying? I think in my older age I've calmed down, but before
before I was worse, bro. Like you couldn't say nothing to me.
Yeah.
Like if you couldn't say nothing to me. Like I'm telling you.
I always tell people I get so when I walk out the door I feel offended.
Yeah, that's me. Everything offends me. Everything offends me.
When I see nonsense on the road, it just offends me. I see stupid people on the road, it offends me. Like, how can you be so dumb in this day and age?
Trust me.
Yes,
that's how I feel. Like everything's there. Why are you like? How can you not see? Like what's like? I ain't got time for it.
Yeah.
That's why. That's why I just stay to myself. Because I haven't got time. Yeah, but I respect you as well because I see that you're like straightforward, but people are not feeling them.
Yeah, like with this black betterment thing. When people ask me what is black betterment, and you show them what it is, and they'll ask you like, "So what's the plan?" You say, "Opt out, whatever. Don't comply." So what's the plan?
Yeah.
I just told you how more simple can I put it.
Yes. What do you want me more to say?
I mean, I'm gonna
like, people need to realize you know that you came in this world with none of these things. So, like, if you don't have them, it's like right now I'm living a life that's simple. You get me? Nature, the real understanding of nature is simplicity. You understand?
Yeah.
So all you do is opt out. Point blank. Period. You understand? We hold the power. If we opt out, then everything will crash. It's that simple. What else do you want me to say? How many ways and how many times can I say the same thing?
Yeah.
But you know why they're asking? Because they want to get some type of comfort from it. They want you to cut. Oh well, we're gonna do this, but then you're gonna have some type of comfort. No, bro.
No.
We all know that when the time comes, you're gonna be fighting, and you're gonna be. It's just gonna have the clothes on your back, the shoes on your feet. You understand? It's
Yeah.
gonna be real warfare. You understand? This is
Yeah.
nothing. Everything that's going on is a minor to when the proper warfare comes. You understand?
Yeah.
Right now, I'm trying to get a gun and teach my sons how to shoot and learn how to farm, and you understand, because that's when the real warfare is coming, bro.
Yeah.
You understand? I've got time to be comforted, because it's not comfort, it's an illusion. You understand? There's no comfort in betterment. There's no comfort in ignorance. You understand?
And you know what it is? No, I've just clocked something as well. You know why they always ask, what are we going to do for food? Is it money, money, money? Boys, they think they just go and buy food after this thing.
No, you're going to have to plant your food.
You're going to grow your own thing, bro. You're going to die hungry. Simple as that. How about that? But they don't hear that. They want to hear something else. It's a madness.
But yeah, man, big up everyone, man.
Yeah.
Out, man.
Yeah, we'll look at the show in a minute. Big up everyone. Big up my sis. Big up my brother, the panel. Mr. Red Pill True in the house. Sister Sosa in the building. Anonymous. Desire. I'm gonna check out your message on Instagram. I need to work on my Instagram as well. I've been slacking on that. And you gotta research some African quotes. Yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in. I'm gonna lock off and go get some food and get ready for tomorrow morning.
Good night.
Good night, sis.
Everybody.
Bless up. Cheers, Michael. Cheers, sis. And thank you to everyone in the panel for tuning in. And I'll be on tomorrow, or maybe I'll try to link up with Red Pill Trail for Mr. Getty in the morning. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, so big up everyone and see you later. Peace, 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 peace.
Peace.